Nothing.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Thanks everybody for joining us to play Role Player tonight. Super excited about this one. This is one of my favorite games, actually. It's one of the first games that was a hobby game that not everybody knew about that I had. So it was kind of my entry into the hobby side of the hobby, right? And we're going to have Keith, who is the designer of this game, join us a little later on. He's kind of in that period of his evening where he's with his family, but after it's bedtime, he's going to just kind of pop in, poof, and be here with us probably in the middle of the game. So I'll be teaching without him here, and then we'll get to talk to him kind of as we're playing in the middle and afterwards about any stories or anything he wants to tell us about how this game got published. I can tell you up front that it was the game that got Thunderworks started. I don't think it was the first game he ever published, but it was the game that put him on the map. So he can tell us more about that journey when he comes and joins us. So we're going with showing everybody what it's like to set up a game. It's going to be on Tabletopia tonight. So I've just visited the role player page, and now I'm going to show you what it looks like for me to start a table. We're going to be playing with 4 players. So, I can just see that I have a 4-player. I'll be able to get up to 4-player with the setups and play online. I need to close some games. Here's a problem that you can have. And Can I get out of this?
Yeah, you just hover under the picture and it says
I just need
close.
to close these. Yeah, okay. I just had it open because I was... So it's not a really open game. It was just me testing to see what would happen. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to share this with friends in the chat privately here where we're talking to each other. So I'll have this link. And then I'll see them joining the game.
Beep.
This one?
Yeah.
Looks like you set it up for a 1 play. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I have to select 4 players right there. Now we're good.
I'm in play.
And maybe remember.
Okay. Yeah, and it's grayed out for a start because I'm still waiting for people. It's kind of the indication I can watch for. Oh, and while I'm waiting for this, I'll make myself the big screen. I'll show you this awesome box. If you're really, really, really a fan of Role Player, you can buy this special box, which is big enough to hold all the expansions. And it looks like a book.
Nice. That's super cute.
Does it open like a book, or is it just
No.
like... Okay, it's still cool.
It just has a lid. Yeah. But
Got
the base of the box still looks like that. And yeah. So I do own all the both of the expansions for this. We're only going to play the base game tonight, especially because people here have never learned how to play it before. Surprisingly, like if you all have been following along, Ashley and Danny and Amanda are my local board game friends, but I have yet to actually end up teaching them this game because we're always playing like things that fit more players and stuff like that. So it never works out.
Fair enough.
But I was telling them earlier about like some of the expansions have weird dice in them. This is what the familiar dice look like. They come in different sets of 2 colors. And the second expansion has these clear dice that have bigger numbers on them.
Hit refresh.
And they don't associate with any color. And you'll see we're going to be doing a lot of color and number placement with the dice and dice drafting in this game.
Cool.
Okay. How's everybody doing?
We're
still waiting. Is there something blocking you?
No.
Oh.
No, we've refreshed a couple of times. It shows us on there.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Cool.
The real browser, I could see you, but just in the stream, I couldn't see you for some reason. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, so I used the little code and I was trying to open it since I had already opened the Steam version, and it says it can't find you. So I clicked the link, and it opened in the browser, and now I have everything open, and it's fine.
We did the same.
I know how to computer.
Yep, same.
This is a thing that I think is like maybe a good call out, that like there is a Steam application, but it is often easier to just run it in your browser. I have also run into like a ton of problems with the Steam application for Tabletopia, so
It's interesting when I talked to them long ago now about advice about using this. They said that Steam is the easiest for them to keep stable and keep it from being glitchy. But of course, this is about 2 years ago, so maybe they got better at making the browser work since then. Because I agree that it's much easier to just join a game with the link. Sometimes, like, it's inconsistent. Sometimes I can find it in the Steam application using the room code, and sometimes I cannot. But if I click the link, it just works, right? Okay. So, and one thing is like a slight gripe or whatever about Tabletopia. It does tend to take quite some time to load. I don't know if it's especially bad like when you're streaming, but it does seem like there is. Actually, no. I was playing with it, playing a prototype on it the other day, and no one was streaming. I mean, we weren't streaming to, a public place. We were on a video chat together, but yeah, it can be quite slow to load. You need to kind of be patient, and you can see, actually, I can see that Danny and Ashley, their dot is green and David's is green, but we're still waiting for Amanda because it's red.
Yeah, it's still loading. It says 22 of 22, but it's not continuing.
Not quite there.
That doesn't seem to be true.
Cancel that chat. And this is nice. It's doing a lot of the setup automatically for us. Like if I kind of tested it out. That's why I had a couple of tables opened a solo game, and it shuffles everything for you. Like when it starts the table setup, it's all newly shuffled for you. So nice. We have like jumped forward in time a lot with the setup. I'm going to try to explain how everything came to be the way it is, though, so you understand what it would be like if you're playing in person, and also what all these things on your player sheet are. Okay, cool. It looks like everybody's here. And I kind of can't tell who's sitting where, though. Is that just kind of for us to agree upon?
I think so. I'm not seeing anything that says like click here to claim a seat.
Okay. So we're going to there's kind of two phases, and turn order is going to be sometimes defined by these cards and sometimes defined by who's first player, and we're going to go around the table. So it's probably best if one of us picks something, and then this is one of the things that really confuses me about Tabletopia as well, that I see. I mean, you all can see my screen. I don't know if you all see the same order around, because like I'm in the bottom corner. I'm always in the bottom corner. So to me, it feels like clockwise would be like Danny and Ashley, David, Amanda, me. Is that the way it feels to everybody else? Or
I see. I see where you're saying.
I see ours, and then David's, and then Amanda's, and then you. So that would work.
Okay, so it feels like that to everybody. So yeah, let's like try to pick our characters in that order to keep us from getting super confused the way they're sitting around the table. Does anybody feel strongly about wanting to be any particular race? Human, halfling, elf, or dwarf?
It loaded me in looking at the dwarf, and I've kind of grown attached to this like jaunty man in a hat. So
sounds great.
I love it.
All right, so that would make Amanda the halfling, me the human, and Danny and Ashley the elf. Does that
sound
good?
The elf.
All right.
It's all worked out.
Feels right.
These player boards. Oh, it's locked, but I can unlock it. I bet you. Oh, so hover over it and click L. If you want to be the other gender, you can flip it over.
Oh.
And that just doesn't affect anything other than the art.
No. This one has a sweet beard, so I kind of like
the beard.
So yeah, you can do whatever you want, but you have the option to see that. And there actually are, real briefly, just because, like I said, this is something I'm a fan of, and I have the game right here. What you see here on the table is not everything you can have. I think actually the first game that he published was Bullfrogs, which is an abstract game. And so there is a bonus you can get, which I bought. This is like, I don't think it comes in anything, but you can be a frogkin.
Wow.
You can see that, right? I'm holding it up, right?
Yeah.
And there are lots of others in the expansions. There Dragonkin and what is this thing called? I don't know how to pronounce these things, but Severian, and all of these things eventually like become things that show up in Role Player Adventures, which is a completely different game, but it's a spin-off of this game. So lots of options. There's orcs, Wrathborn, just lots of fun stuff like that.
Wow.
Dark elf. I'm trying not to show you the stuff you already see, but yeah, I've probably got like 15 boards in here, something like that. It's pretty significant, wide variety of stuff. So anyway, so these are all our player boards, and the differences in them are going to be like written right on the board. There are different well, okay, the board doesn't have the boards are generic. They don't have different goals, but these cards have been laid onto the board. So this would normally be part of setup, but it just kind of happened for us. And which is really nice because it's a little bit tedious. Like you draw a color and then you pick whether you want to, and you actually, I'll let you do this if you want. You can, like I have the purple card, and you need to make sure you have different colors of cards. So, and if you want to fix that, I would, yeah, just move the cards away, okay. Put the board back and probably lock the board, and then put them on top again. So you want me to help you?
Yes, please.
Okay. Oh, they're locked. Okay. These two this one got locked. Or if you hover over it, you can tell if it's locked because it'll have a keypad. So they got locked to the table was the problem. Mm-hmm. And maybe you were trying to lock this and you accidentally locked the cards. So these guys are double-sided. Oh no! Why is it going through the board? See,
I don't know. I messed it up. I looked at it funny and it didn't like that.
Huh. I think it might be kind of like one of those possible Tabletopia glitches. But...
What if we lock the sheet to the deck? Oh, you already did it.
Okay. Maybe if we just don't... Is it something wrong with this card? No, it's okay.
A great card.
You're okay.
Don't touch it.
No.
Stop.
Maybe just, but you need your...
Yeah, that's underneath the thing, too. There it is.
Oh my gosh. This completely negates all the help that it gave us, right?
Control Z my life.
No, yeah. So I think these are single-sided, this alignment card. It's just placed there. That's what you got. Cool. These, though, are double-sided, so you can choose whether you want to be... and we all have different colors. So you have green, I have purple. Amanda has white, and David has... What color is yours? Red? Wait, what?
I mean, I just sort of see it as like a brownish color. What am I looking at?
Oh, it's black. It's
the black.
Color.
Okay.
And you can tell it's black because of... How do you point in this game? Can you point?
I assume it's not
I don't think you can point.
Just with my cursor. Yeah, there's a little jewel at the bottom, which is black.
You're looking at the jewel. Okay.
Yeah. And ours are also kind of tinted that color, but yours doesn't really have much of a tint because it's black. Right. You can see the black jewel. So you get to choose between two classes. And they are what are they're also just, they give you a special ability, and you might like the idea, like I have Bard or Monk, so I might just like thematically to be one or the other, or I might like my special power, like my option for Monk Enlightened is after discarding a card from the market, you may take any attribute action. Attribute, and definitely, I think maybe I need to teach the rules before you choose your thing. So direct your attention to this will be a decision you need to make when I'm done teaching the rules. There's also these numbers like 18 plus star, star, star. Those stars are victory points. 18 plus next to strength means in the strength row of your player board, you're going to want to have 18 or more pips, which is pretty high. Like that means 3 6s, right? In this version of the game, in the vanilla version of the game, there are other like expansions where some dice have more than 6 pips, and you'd be able to do it other ways, but not in this playthrough. And then the thing below is your backstory. Mine says Lost Soul. And so we can kind of read our backstories, and we're going to be making characters. And what's really neat about this game is your character kind of makes sense as your alignment kind of will make you choose certain cards as traits and things. So it'll end up making sense. Like I have a brave human who's a lost soul and blah blah blah. Like it'll come out kind of interesting at the end, and we can tell each other a rundown of who our character turned out to be. Nice. But you see this pattern of, for me, I have like a purple in the middle of the top row and then a red on the far left, etc. That means I want that color of die in that location. And if again, the victory points are at the bottom. It says like 1, 3, 6 stars. So if I get 2 to 3 of these locations correct, I'll get 1 point at the end of the game. 4 to 5, I'll get 3 points. 6, I'll get 6 points.
Cool.
So that's the one goal you're balancing with also the numbers that you want on the dice. And then your alignment is you need a cube. Where is our cube for that? Interesting.
A cube.
Yeah. Oh, here's a cube. Here's a cube. Here's a cube. Oh, so you take the cube that matches your color. So I ended up getting monk, or I ended up getting the purple card. So I should take a purple cube, and I should put it in the center space of my alignment card. Okay. And if you look at the alignment, in my case, I am a free spirit. So I will have the best possible score if I can get my alignment cube to be chaotic neutral. At the end, I'll get 3 points. If I get it to chaotic good, I'll have 1 point. Chaotic evil, I'll have 1 point. And if I move over to lawful, I'll have negative points. I'm really trying to avoid moving to the left with my alignment cube, in my case. So, and you'll all have different things going on.
But it starts in the middle.
It starts in the middle. Maybe it has that symbol, start in the middle. I can just really double check that it explicitly says that, and I'm not just making that up, but mark it. One is placed on the center space of the alignment card, and the other extra one goes, place it on your class card. You'll use it to add up your score at the end. Just have it with you.
Cool.
Your other cube. Just on that gem of your class card. And it helps you remember that you're that color player. Whatever color you are, you're going to get extra points for every die of that color at the end of the game that you've gotten it on to your board. So I especially hope I get purple dice, etc.
Cool.
Let me check how many points you get. Each die on a player's character sheet that matches that color is worth 1 reputation star or victory point. And I don't know if there's a reminder at the bottom of your player board what everything you can score is. So I actually think it's going to just work best for me to just zoom in really close to it to read it rather than making it large, because I don't seem to be able to zoom in on it when it's large on my screen. But you have this list to remind you. attribute goals, class color dice, alignment card, backstory card, armor cards, and trait cards are how you're going to get points at the end of the game.
Okay.
So you can check back there to remind yourself what matters occasionally if you'd like. And let me go over sort of, so you can choose your special ability wisely. Let me go over what's going to happen during a round. To set up, we are going to place these dice the best way we want to. We're going to roll them and place them. But we'll skip over that step right now for me to explain how a round works, so that you'll have that knowledge as you decide where you want to place them, right?
Cool.
So in fact, let me just demo what'll happen. This isn't gonna be for real, but I'll just demo it. We're gonna draw out 5 dice because we have 4 players, so we have 1 more than the number of players. I'll just automatically go first because I've done it before, and I'll let y'all watch me that way.
Cool.
But I'm just gonna end up laying these out. I'll probably normally roll them because that just feels more fun. But what needs to happen is that the dice get laid out in numerical order like this, where the highest die is going to be on the highest initiative card.
Okay.
And if there's a match, I get to choose. So if I want the yellow to be on the 5 instead, I can do that as the player who's like, and we'll pass this bag around. Well, maybe we won't. In real life, I pass the bag around as the first player marker, but it's like locked to the table, and maybe we should leave it that way.
Cool.
And you can see like there's gold coins and anything that's, well, and they actually have a little gold coin on the card to remind you that they're going to need the gold coin. So anybody who takes the 2 card is going to get the 2 die and the coin.
Okay.
And then you're going to place the die according to rules I'll tell you in a minute. And then after we've all done that, we're all ready. We all know where the die that we took is sitting on our character sheet. We're in initiative order buy these cards from the market if we want to. And we can also choose, almost positive, instead of buying a card, you can take 2 gold. Oh, you discard a card from the market instead of buying one if you don't want to or can't afford one of these cards.
Ooh.
So in the center here, the examples that we'll be playing with in the first round, there are different kinds of cards. Skills, traits, armor, and let me look that's what we can see here, but I think there's one more kind of card. Weapons are another kind of card. Weapons are the type of card that provide an ongoing ability or bonus, and it will say either 1 or 2 hands, and you have around your player board places to put all these cards that you're about to get. So a spot for armor over here, a spot for weapon. It doesn't have necessarily a reminder that you can only have 2 hands worth of weapon, but like you could have 2 one-handed weapons or 1 two-handed weapon. And if at some point you have a one-handed weapon and there's a two-handed weapon that you wish you could have, you're allowed to discard that one-handed weapon to take the two-handed weapon. And so the trait cards have these little arrows next to the number. And that's okay. Distractions. And this is kind of what I was saying, that you'll get these traits applied to your character. It starts to describe the person that you're building. Like a foolish character, their alignment marker moves to the right. And this is a slightly confusing point that I had to just double check and really make sure I'm getting it right. The arrows, so this arrow and this arrow are both talking about moving the alignment marker. The arrows that are next to the numbers on the trait cards, those are as you buy it, the one time when you buy it, if it's possible for you to move your marker, you move it. But you're allowed to, like if I'm already in the chaotic column, I would still be allowed to buy foolish.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't stop me from buying foolish. I can't not move my marker over if I buy, but it's not a choice to move it at all. But if it can move, it does. If it can't move, it doesn't.
Okay.
But it doesn't stop you from buying it.
Cool.
Now, skills are different. You come to when you buy them, well, you get a chance to use them right when you buy them, if you can. But you do have to be able to move your alignment marker that direction to be able to use the skill. And then you turn the card sideways to show you've used it once. And every round you're allowed to refresh one skill. So you could use multiple skills, but you'll only be able to refresh one of them per round. So one might have to sit 2 rounds if you use 2 skills in a row in 1 round. Does that make sense? Following?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. And then armor is a set collection thing. And there's 3 kinds of armor: chain, mystic, and leather. And you can see this one has 5 cards. If you could get all 5 cards, you'd have 10 points at the end. And then if you are a red or white class for chain mail, you get +1 for the whole set. +1, just really? That's kind of lame. Does that make sense? That's what it says. It says just one extra point if you're a red or white character, and for set if worn by red. Yeah, the whole set. Okay. Not per card, I think per set. That's what it seems to be saying to me. And I guess the first time we see a weapon, I'll point it out to you, but it's just another thing you buy. So this is how much the card costs, the number up in the top.
Okay.
Something has happened with these cards where there are single dot at the top and double dot at the bottom. So they've been there are 2 decks stacked on top of each other in this deck. And yeah, so ways that you can get money are by taking the coins and taking initiative in the center.
Mhm.
Instead of buying, you can discard to take 2 gold, and then these gold dice also make you money. The gold dice that are down here that were given to you beginning of the game, they don't have anything to do with that. You're not going to take money for placing them. But here, these that you take, as you place them, you get 2 gold, and you also get 1 gold when you finish a row, an attribute row. So, and there's kind of a reminder there for you that they're all outlined with yellow to be like, when you put a die in here, you get a gold. Don't forget. Oh, Keith, you're here and you're quiet.
Hi, Keith.
Yay! You can correct me before I'm even done with the rule speech. I saw your message pop up, so I can turn on your view. Yay! Hi! Thanks for joining us, Keith.
Hey, you can hear me okay, I assume?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome.
And let me read what you said. You do get 2 gold for dice in setup. Interesting.
Right. And if during setup, if you finish a row, you get the money for that as well.
Okay, during what I'm about to tell y'all how to do placement of dice at the beginning. Okay. Man, I feel like I just read the opposite in the rule book, but I also might have just turned it inside out as I read it. So it's totally possible.
It happens.
And we all also started with 5 gold. So yeah, we're good to go there. And then after we all buy and do whatever we're going to do with our cards, it's kind of the refresh time. We're going to pass first player and as you take the card, like if I'm player initiative 1, I should just put the initiative 1 card back where it goes, so it'll be ready for the setup of the next round. And then again, we'll go back. Somebody new will be the first player. They'll be the ones placing the dice and having the opportunity to choose specifically where they go if they're tied, all that sort of thing. So yeah, this was just an example so that they'd be able to make their decisions about their classes. So now that you've heard all that, I think read your class powers, and if you have a question about which power you want, still ask me, but you should be good there.
One rule that I added for Monsters and Minions, which is the first expansion, which you can choose to do here as well, which I think is easier. Instead of taking the initiative card and putting it in your area, you can take that cube that's on your class card and just move it to that on top of that card, so that you can just read the colors across instead of having to move cards back and forth all the time.
Okay. Oh wow, that's nice. So this monk power, I think I'm probably going to be choosing this. I'll just look at Bard, but I like the ability. Oh, I haven't told you what all the attribute abilities are. So that's the thing that I need to tell you so you understand. Okay. Okay. So it is true, though, these starter dice, you don't get to do all the powers as you place the starter dice, right?
That's correct.
You just place them, but you do get the money and stuff. Okay. So often, like as I'm placing for these, I place them in the rows of the abilities that I don't really like that much. Like the reroll ability is probably my least favorite one personally. But as in the normal gameplay, these dice that we're going to draft from the middle, as you place the die, you get to take the ability that's listed next to that attribute row. So strength is flip die from one face to another. So you could turn a 1 to a 6, a 5 to a 2, a 4 to a 3, etc.
Okay.
Dexterity means you can swap the locations of 2 dice that are already on your board without changing the face of them. Then Constitution is you can turn a die either 1 up or 1 down, and they don't wrap. You can't turn a 1 to a 6 using Constitution, or a 6 to a 1. Intelligence is reroll, and if you don't like what you get, you can put it back to what it used to be. And Wisdom is freely move your attribute cube. No, not attribute, alignment cube, the other A word. So that's something you can use to be able to use a skill again, right? I told you, like, you have to be able to move your cube up to use that one skill, or either up or down. And so you could use Wisdom to put it back to a place where you'd be able to use that skill again. And this monk ability that I'm going to pick is that I'm allowed to just use one of those attribute actions if I discard a card from the market instead of buying it. And I suppose we should probably tell each other what special abilities we choose.
Can you explain the difference between strength and constitution again? Because it...
Strength is like flip, like picture, well, and I have...
Oh, you're like actually flipping the cube up,
like,
or the dice upside down.
Just to fully demonstrate what I'm saying, like if it was a 6, it becomes a 1. If it was, and that's just
Got
the way,
it.
All dice are set up that way, where 4 and 3 are on opposite sides.
Understood. Yeah.
2 and 5 are on opposite sides.
And then constitution is going up or down by the number.
Yeah, you're incrementing or decrementing by 1, but it doesn't wrap. Like sometimes in some games, increment, decrement, you can wrap 6 to 1 or 1 to 6. You can't do that with Constitution in this game because you have strength, which allows you to flip 6 and 1, right?
Yeah, beautiful.
I don't know if you
in charisma, I didn't say it was kind of off the side of my screen. When you place in charisma, you get to take one of these charisma tokens, and you may only use it for that one round in place of a gold.
Charisma.
I think it definitely brings something to the table. Charisma.
You covered that if you fill a row, you get a gold.
Yes, I did. I think just as you were coming in, I was explaining that's why there's a gold box around it, the last one in the row.
Mm-hmm.
I like repetition. That's good for me.
Yeah, gold is important for helping. Yeah, it's easy. It seems like kind of off to the side. I get really like focused in on building out my dice and everything, but you need the gold to buy the cards. So don't forget about your gold.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, and now technically the game randomized the table as we opened it, but I want to roll my own dice. I'm going to, I think, Control Shift to click all my dice and rapidly tap R to roll them.
Nice.
It's so much fun.
It's just so satisfying.
and the yellow dice, by the way, too, they don't fulfill anything about your backstory. So be aware of that as well.
And we have to fill from left to right. Yeah.
Yes, I didn't say that out loud, but that is the rule. You can't put something on the end until you have the leftmost spots
Well, there
filled.
goes my whole strategy of how I was going to
I
get a bunch
know.
of gold really
I was
fast.
just going to say, that is not
You'll-
great.
Yeah, that's a very important rule. And also be very aware of, so your score goals for your class, now that you've chosen your class, be paying attention to the number of pips that you're placing in those rows. So like for me, my goal is I want 3 6s in the strength row. I want my pips to add up to 16 to 17. Yeah, like for charisma, I want it to be 14 to 15. Like if it's more than 15, I don't get those 2 victory points.
Okay.
Cool.
So, yeah. And for a strategy tip that I feel like it's, good to mention from the times I've played is like probably getting too fixated on making everything perfect is probably not the greatest idea, especially in the vanilla version when it's pretty hard to get all your goals. So you want to probably balance like, well, I get 3 points if I get this one, so I'll make that a higher priority. But this one that I only get 1 point, maybe it's not a big deal.
I don't believe you. I think going for perfection out of the gate on your first game of this is definitely
Hey, go big or go home.
Whatever you feel.
Gonna let it rip.
From life experience, I'll tell you, you're likely going to be disappointed.
I didn't come here to ease in. I'm going off. Put the chips on the table.
Goodness.
All in.
And just knowing the abilities you have too. It's like you're not all is not lost if you don't get the pattern you wanted for the colors in the right place, because it is possible to switch dice as long as you leave that ability open and you don't fill all the things with dexterity, for example, because you're going to block off your ability to use. You're going to get money and you're going to block off your ability to get that attribute skill naturally in the natural way, right? If you fill a row.
I don't know if you mentioned this or not, but we're playing in a 4-player game. The 3rd player starts with an extra gold, and the 4th player starts with extra 2 gold.
Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, I didn't say that. So I'm going to go first, and that means Ashley and Danny will be second. So we both have the normal amount. David gets 1 extra, and Amanda gets 2, right?
Ha ha ha. My get-rich-quick scheme is coming together after all.
And did you mention the penalties and the bonuses on the boards?
Penalties and the bonuses on the
So,
boards.
like,
Maybe?
you don't have to worry about it, but on the halfling card, you'll notice you have a +2 in charisma.
Oh, no, I didn't say that. Yeah.
And like I think a -2 in strength. So when you're calculating your final score, when you're doing your attribute rolls, you have to include that calculation.
I see.
You know what happened, Keith, is I almost was talking about that, but like there was nothing on my human board when I checked it. It's because the human is super duper vanilla, and you all do have those things. I see it now. Okay.
I call the human board the math light. The person is not so good with the arithmetic. And not everybody else.
Give me that one.
Oh, okay. So I'm really glad you were here to say that, because I thought of it and I looked for it. I'm like, oh, I guess I remember wrong. But I needed to look at somebody else's board.
So the number is adding or subtracting to the total on the pips.
Correct.
Yes.
Cool.
Again, there's
And
a
that might
handful of cards in the deck that will let you get kind of beyond 18 pips. That you would normally get with 3 dice. So if you sometimes people have a goal that kind of is outside. If it's like, hey, you have to get 18, but in that stat, I already start out with a -2. There are ways in the deck to kind of overcome that.
That might play into, now that you know that, if you want to change your mind about your class that you choose, it might play into whether or not you want to make 18 the goal on a certain line or something like that.
Now, ride or die.
Locked and loaded.
Put our little block on there. We're in.
I'm already attached to the idea that I am a druid, right?
Yeah.
Got it. That makes sense.
Elvish.
Got it.
Just like real life, these decisions are permanent.
No takesies, backsies.
Good.
So
for
if
the
I'm
abilities that you guys chose, the druid can pull a card out of the discard pile and add it to the market, so you could have an additional card to choose from. And then the monk you explained already, and I don't remember what the other two. I couldn't see what the other two were.
Yeah, do you want to say what your power is, Amanda? What your class is and what your power is that goes
yeah,
with that?
absolutely. You want to guess what just like popped up here? I'm a halfling protector, wizard chosen one, so I'm obviously Harry Potter. Like it just all came together, and it literally is like you were born with a sacred mark according to the prophecies. You're destined to have great
gosh.
power and influence in the kingdom. Yeah. Mhm.
I think the wizard gets like some bonus from rerolls or something. I don't remember what it says.
Oh yeah, my wizard power is I'm enigmatic. When I'm discarding a card from the market, I can get 4 gold instead of 2. Again, get rich quick schemes.
Right, there you go.
Just like Harry Potter. Harry Potter has a lot of money.
Yeah, except his get rich quick scheme was like have wealthy parents who die.
Right.
Yeah, that was for so many people.
It wasn't much of a scheme as much as like horrible trauma.
The investment advice given to millennials today: just wait for your parents to die.
Yeah. Be born to rich parents in the first place. That's
True.
ideal.
Also true. That part's crucial.
Right.
If that part doesn't happen,
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
yeah, sorry. SOL, bud.
Guess you're more
Yep.
of a Neville.
Neville.
Okay. So if I'm understanding the turn flow and everything else, we're basically playing 10 turns, right? Because we're putting a dice down or die down each turn that we're drafting.
No, that's true, right? The number of dice that you start out with is different based on the player count. So in a 4-player game, you'll have 10 rounds.
Got it. Okay.
In a 3-player game, you'll have
Yeah, but
and then in a 2-player game, you'll have 12.
Cool.
it automatically drew those 8 dice for us because it knew it was a 4-player game, but it would be different. Several of the things here would be different if you were playing a 2-player game.
Nice.
And it is pretty nice at Tabletopia. Just the way you have it all set up on Tabletopia just does it for us, and it is shuffling it automatically is cool too. Before you got here, Keith, I was showing them all the additional types of races that you can get if you get the physical game. Are they actually in the Tabletopia game and they're like shuffled in, or did you keep it to these like 4 basic ones?
The components in the Tabletopia version.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think it was purely out of laziness. So I mean, I think I made the Tabletopia version like before the Kickstarter, in 2015.
Wow.
And basically the last 2 kind of race boards were chosen by backers during the campaign. Or they were unlocks or something. So the 2 that are in the base game that are not in here are the Dragonkin and the Orc. And actually, in that campaign, that was a long time ago. That's back when like I had a bunch of bad ideas. And one of those is to like allow people to have their likenesses in the game. So actually, this female human and the male dwarf that you guys are playing are both like actual people.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah, I think somebody was like complaining about it after the game came out, and they're like, these characters all look like real, obviously are real people, and it's like the ones that they pointed out were actually not based on real.
Wrong-o.
Yeah, I didn't say all of them were. Yeah.
You're right to be upset, but you're also wrong.
Yeah,
I
never did anything like that again. Just because people, I think people's perceptions of themselves is different than reality sometimes. So like,
Constantly.
When the artist's interpretation of what they look like isn't to their 100% liking, then it becomes like this negotiation back and forth is like,
Yeah.
And one of them in particular was like, gave them version 1, they asked for these changes, gave them the next version, asked for changes, did another version, asked for changes, and then I gave them the original one back, and then they approved it. Like, it was funny.
Oh no.
The comment was the original one. I said,
Was
"How
that-
is it?" Like,
Was that the last time you ever did that?
yeah.
Obviously, never again. That
Fair.
sounds so terrible.
I think Viticulture did that for the Kickstarter. Like all those cards in Viticulture are based on images from a certain backer level, and I think that's the only Stonemaier game where that was done. So I bet they had a similar experience, and you're like, yeah, no,
Mhm.
not again.
Mm-hmm.
So as we're placing these, we're not resolving the special
Sure.
effects in the
Oh.
opening, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Not for these
Oh.
first placement dice. Once we
We're
start
supposed to
drafting,
be
you get to
doing
do
that already.
Oh, I thought we were going in turn order. I'm sorry. I didn't
Oh,
realize I was
no.
supposed to be putting those
This
on.
is kind of just a setup thing. We're all doing it at the same time.
Okay.
No worries. Oh,
Super
yeah,
on it.
you should not have been waiting for me.
Yeah, I guess I'm confused.
Yeah, I've been done for like 5 minutes now.
Hopefully you were at least thinking about what you hoped you were going to do when you were set free to do it.
No,
I didn't
I have
mean
no
to make you
idea.
think you needed to wait.
I could put this one
Some
here. though,
stars.
And then do that.
Uh-huh.
Do that.
Well, you're gonna have to.
Oh, because
So
I
when I
start from the one
Yeah.
side. That's right.
Yeah, and for myself here, I placed 2 yellow dice, and each of those I got 2 gold for, and then I filled 1 row, so I got 1 more gold.
Oh, wait a second. Okay, so I've got all these yellow guys over here. I'm gonna.
You're gonna get
Harry
at least
Potter's
6
coming
gold,
up again.
but maybe a little bit more if you fill a row.
If you fill that, you could get the gold.
And
If I put a gold die in a final spot, do I get double gold?
No.
Just gotta keep asking
you
the
get double
question.
gold. You get double gold for the gold die because of your wizard class. So you'll get.
Oh,
Oh, I thought. Wait.
no, that's just discarding a card from the
I'm
market.
thinking of a different class card.
Yeah.
Oh, did we? I don't think we heard David's class and special ability yet.
That's a rogue.
Yeah, I'm a dwarf rogue.
Nice.
My roguish abilities are that I'm mischievous. So when I use a skill card, I don't have to move the alignment marker.
Ah.
Yeah.
So obviously, I'm sure you covered this stuff, Heather, but I'm gonna repeat it anyway. So when you activate a skill card, you tap it or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you can only
So I get
unexhaust 1 card per turn. So and then
But you can
obviously-
exhaust multiple cards per turn, but only unexhaust 1 per turn. Yes.
Yeah.
And I double checked and looked it up on BGG in case you weren't here yet, but you can buy these trait cards even if you can't move the alignment marker. But
Right.
if you buy them and it's possible to move the alignment marker, you have to do so.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so I filled up 2 rows with my dice. Does that mean I get 2 gold coins?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
Let's do this.
Nice.
Yeah. So 2 for each gold yellow dice, right?
Nice. We didn't get like any yellow. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, board.
Said no yellow for you.
Yeah, how dare you, Dash Bag?
Oops.
Hey.
Come over here and take my cards.
Oh, olives.
Oh, olives.
So okay, and I'm not taking 2 gold for my gold.
You are.
Yes,
I said
I am.
you're not supposed to because I was confused. You do
Okay.
take gold that you earn from placement. You just don't get to do the powers of the placement
Okay.
as you're placing
Uh-huh.
your
Yep.
startup dice. Yeah.
Great.
All right.
Yeah, so it's kind of interesting. There's a lot of playing the game before you start playing the game. A lot of decisions to make in setup in this
Yeah.
game.
There it is.
Just like D&D.
Kind of does.
So that's true. Is everybody ready for me to start setting up the first round?
So
I believe
ready.
so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pumped.
Let's go.
So technically the bag rolls them for you, but I just think I would like to actually see them roll. So I'm holding
You
down.
can like make a box around the dice if with one click if you wanted to. Instead of, like,
You hold
What
down
do-
shift and drag.
Hold down shift and drag. Okay,
Mm.
cool.
Sick,
I love
Okay,
playing
so
with this group. I always learn so much.
right?
I know that these go here and this one goes here, and I can choose. I can be thinking about, for example, like if I really want a black die or a white die, and I also want to go first, I can be making decisions about which one goes where.
I finally figured out how to stack things. Yes. Sorry.
Nice.
Back.
Life
the
score
common
unlocked.
rule is that dice in your dice color, in your class color, are worth
Oh.
Yeah. So
Yes.
Rogue wants black dice, the druid wants green dice, the bard wants purple, and the wizard wants blue.
I did tell them that, but it's a very good thing to be reminded of. And another reminder of the reminder I already said, the things that you get that score are written on the bottom corner of your player board.
Cool.
To help you not forget the things you need to pay attention to. But yeah, some of these cards will give you trait cards also give you points if you do certain things. So sometimes you'll get a trait that says like, forget the thing your class said you'd want to have happen in this row. You're going to get points if you do this other thing instead. Stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
so
You go first.
Yeah,
I
having
draft
something there.
first. Okay. I have to decide what I want even. I'm purple and chaotic.
Until she was reading her cards or stating a fact.
Yeah, I know.
Just like,
She's
I am chaotic.
I am chaotic.
Okay.
That's what I appreciate about you.
That's right.
Don't have any purple dice that I care about.
I care about all of the dice.
Yes.
I want
Please.
this one. Well, actually, and you're saying, Keith, what I should do instead of fiddling around with it is I should remember that I'm purple and put it here.
Oh,
Right.
smart.
Okay. And I can be placing this while you all are making your decision, right?
Oh, okay, cool.
And using my power based on where I place it.
Cool.
Does that put us next?
Yep, we are next. And we love us some green dice.
We do, but there's not on the board.
Yes.
So we can buy some of this stuff.
I think you can press the number 6, Heather, and it automatically goes to 6.
Does that work?
And
Really?
then it won't-
Does in another certain other.
Like, oh,
maybe it's Shift 6? I don't know.
If we red.
yeah, but they're not the same.
I don't know. Or like,
I can increment it by clicking F.
okay, maybe
That's what I'm doing.
Oh, I wonder.
But yeah, there we go. And I did Q to kind of get it to not be askew. Do that.
Oh, if
Do
you
any-
hold it, if you like right click hold it, you can get the little wheel
Oh,
of
to
options.
set it,
And then you
roll
can
or choose the
roll,
face.
choose
That's what you want to
face.
do. Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
easier.
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah, that sounds
So
cool.
this one.
So you're saying to roll 2, you can hold down Shift to draw a box, right click, hit roll.
Sure.
Is the way you could roll a whole
You
group of
draft the
dice.
2, place it, put your cube there is what Heather did.
I'm kind of terrified to touch any of the dice because I know I'm going to screw them up and then I'll forget what they were at, and so we're just going to not touch it until it's my turn.
I has a question.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to buy this climb 2 card. Do I need to mess with this dice first, or can I just grab this guy?
Oh no, this is completely separate from this right now. These
Oh,
numbers
okay.
aren't associated with this. They're associated with what turn. If you like really want this,
Yeah.
then you want to take the black die,
Okay.
so that you'll get to go first. and
Yeah,
be really
especially
sure
now that you
can
told
have
me that you want that one.
I see.
So
But
Alright,
that means
well,
you're going to
this
get a
is
low number of dice usually. If you really want to go first. And you didn't get any money either because you went very first.
So then what?
And I didn't get any money because I got the highest die out there.
Ah.
And then I place this die on my card somewhere.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. And remember to do if you want to, do the power that it launches based
Like
on where you place it.
On wherever I feel like putting it.
Leftmost
Yes.
space
You
of
still
any-
have to go leftmost, just like in the original
Okay.
placement. But you can choose any row that has an open space to get that attribute action.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I think I want to do the thing where I put it in strength and it flips over to the other side. So does that turn that into a 5?
Yes,
Sure.
it doesn't have to be that one, but it can be that one.
Okay.
You can use the dice action on any die on your board.
Mhm.
Oh!
So you could turn like that purple 1 to a 6 if you wanted to, for example.
That would really help you in wisdom.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
I think hit 6.
6?
If you right click on it and then choose the QB
Oh,
symbols, you can
I
choose 6.
see. Haha, cool. Thanks, guys.
No problem.
And then
Another pro tip, if like you accidentally start picking up stuff you don't want to pick up, like your class card or whatever, you can right click and lock it so
Mhm.
that you don't accidentally pick it up.
Cool. Lock. Lock. Don't move on me. That's nice.
Meow meow.
Okay, that is the end of our turn, right? After we do that, correct?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes. Well, yeah. The round isn't over, but
Yeah, I just mean
Once-
like it's
yeah.
the next person can go.
yeah.
Cool.
They can actually go even before you've placed your die. They don't have to. It doesn't matter to them where you place it.
Sweet.
I don't think, right?
Right. Yeah. So sometimes
For that.
when the first time we play it, sometimes I'll just like have everybody go, and then when we get to like round 2 and 3, it's like everybody's kind of just as soon as someone's taken a die, the next person can pick theirs.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to line jump someone, but
I think David's picking, I believe.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Then I'm gonna take this one here.
Ooh.
Put that there.
Pick
Oh, you
it.
get that coin too.
Oh, and I
That's
get the
right.
coin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah.
Voice.
Okay, so then he did that, so I'm grabbing this. Boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, boop. And then, so since I'm still doing things, does that mean Heather can grab the last one, or is 2
No, that
just
one's
not
gonna just
gonna
go
be,
back in the bag.
just
back
gonna
in the bag.
die? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
But make sure to put your blue cube on the 3.
Yeah. Oh heckin'. Come here,
You got
blue
this.
cube. Yeah.
Believe in you. Nice job.
Thanks, I appreciate it. You're the best. And appreciate all the moral support for clicking and pointing.
Hey, you know what? I sent all of my pieces into the 4th dimension earlier, so it's okay. It happens.
Okay, so you get to buy first, Ashley and Danny.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Well, the halfling needs to put his dice on the board. Harry
Hold on, I'm
Potter-
working on it. Sorry.
Before, because sometimes the purchasing can affect that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Probably very rarely, but
yeah, that's rare. But you don't want to have like somebody in the previous phase when everybody else is in the next
Yes.
phase or
Yes.
whatever. The
Agreed.
games do that. I really don't like that. Like,
Yeah.
that's like game that does that.
Heckin'. Okay.
Well, I got another follow-up question, so take your time, Amanda.
Okay.
So I put my little cube on this one card. That
Right.
just means I get to go first and picking out of these 5 shop cards, or does that mean I have secured, hey, I want the one that's directly underneath?
It means you have the first choice of the 5 cards.
Okay, sweet.
anything. Yep. And don't forget to did you do your power, Amanda?
I did my power.
Nice.
The power of Gray's skull flipped over the purple die. It was great.
Nice.
Okay.
What is the hammer? By whose hammer? From
Oh,
Alan Rickman? Who says
From
that?
Space Force?
Is that what that
I think that's
movie
the
is?
one. Oh, someone here knows it. Hold on.
It's not Balthazar's hammer.
Grapthars?
Grapthar's hammer? Well, we want to buy this climb card.
All right.
I know. I
I'm
know.
not sure what
Not
that
got
has
it.
to do with some so-and-so's hammer. But
Sorry, we had said something and it sounded a lot like a quote from this movie that is like one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. And
It's so good.
So
You
good.
watch.
It's so bad. It's good. But it's got Alan Rickman as this like alien guy, and he says, "By someone's hammer, I will do this." So that's what I was
okay.
So I just need 2 coins to be able to buy this climb
Yes.
card.
Yep. Return
Heck,
to
yes.
the supply and grab the card.
And you'll put
Alright.
it over here. This is labeled as the place where skills go.
Great. Well, here is my money.
It is
Yeah.
Grabthar.
Grabthar. Okay, thank you.
It's so good. It's like if the group of people from Star Trek got like abducted by
Nope.
aliens that thought they were real life, and they're like, you know exactly what to do in these situations with hostile aliens, and they're like in a war, and it's these actors that have to try to solve this problem. It's
Is it
fantastic.
the one where they throw the ball? Look like
Galaxy Quest, is that what that is?
Yeah, that sounds like Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy Quest. Thanks, guys.
Yes, it is Galaxy Quest.
I knew we'd
Got
get
there.
there.
Keith
Got
gets
there eventually.
the credit for
No.
answering
Yep.
the trivia question first. So you can do the skill immediately when you get it, right? But you
Yeah.
don't have to, and that particular skill doesn't make much sense to do immediately.
Well, like
It's
if
about the draft.
you wouldn't want to use it right now.
God, why is this so hard to rotate?
If you align your camera with it at 90 degrees and then try to rotate it.
Oh, I see. Okay. So, do I do this little power doodad right now?
only
No,
when you-
because it's pointless right now. It's about the draft.
Later. Okay. All right. Sick. I think we're good. We bought this card.
and then grab your,
So then-
your green cube so that everybody knows it's Blue's turn to buy.
Yeah, you
Ah,
can bring it back.
cool. So remove your.
Like
Cool.
just put it back on your.
All right.
magic
I like
wheel.
Or more.
I do too.
I love when people help
That's
me keep track of turn order because it's always right where it is.
Yep. It's like, look, it's right there. There you are. Do I know you? No, but there you
You
are.
know, Amanda.
Yeah, I was looking at. Okay. So if I'm picking up what we're putting down now.
Yep.
Okay.
Same.
I'm gonna be real good at this game by the last round. It's gonna be
Me
great.
too.
Okay, so I'm gonna take 4 coins. Come here, button. 4 coins.
Okay, I'm just discarding something.
Ba-bow.
Nice.
And then
Oh no, you're
I'm gonna
going to buy something for 4
grab this guy. Boop boop. And he's going to tuck under. What does it say at the bottom there? Yeah, trait. So
Yeah.
trait goes over.
On the bottom.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Boop.
You're fine.
And that's going to move your alignment marker.
Yeah, that's why I really wanted it.
Nice.
Bam! Game over. I win.
Yeah.
I've done it.
I like it.
Done it. I am chaotic good. Ta-da!
Perfect. Okay.
Okay, I moved my marker. I think I'm done.
You took something too, right, David?
Yep.
Missed it, but one of the traits. I want this one.
And this also, I need to move my alignment marker for that.
Yes, you have to be able to do that to take the card, but on the first round you'll be able to.
No, that's not true.
Not
You can
necessarily true.
add any trait. You move the marker.
Oh, you have to move it if you can. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I said that before.
No, you did say it right earlier. So
Yeah, you did.
I said it right twice
before.
earlier. Then I said it
But-
wrong now. Yeah.
You know, people are doing
Well, you
confusing
can
things
go
like
wrong.
that. I'm totally into gaslighting right now. It's fine.
Right, I'm so for it.
Right. This one you have to be able to do it. This
All right.
one you have to do it if you are able to do it. Mhm.
And that's the end of the round.
Okay,
That's
so
the end of the
nobody
round.
wanted the armor,
Right.
and we'll put
keep
this
in mind,
back
on
in the
future turns,
bag.
the druid can pull that card back into the market if they want to.
Oh, that's right.
So if we wanted to, we could put the
No, screw that card.
Fortunately for you, we weren't paying attention, so
I didn't want it in the first place, but that is good to know for later.
The druid shouldn't want that card because it's a red-white armor.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, I'm a
it's
green.
still 1 point, right? So like at the end of the day, if you know, points win the game, not gold. So
There you
Oh,
go.
nice.
very good.
Flips
There goes my whole
automatically.
strategy again.
I
Heckin'.
do love knowing about good options like that.
Cure
Okay.
wounds.
And is there anything else that needs to happen other than the first player
No.
takes dice and rolls them now.
Yep.
Oh, you have to refresh your cards if you had
Okay.
used a card at
Right.
this moment. This is when you'd be able to do that.
Refresh which card?
Like if you had a skill card and you used it, you turn it sideways to say you've used it, and then you may refresh up to one of your skill cards per round. You can use multiple skill cards per round, but you can only refresh one per round.
Okay, cool. We didn't use that yet, so.
Yeah. I was just gonna fix it so it didn't look like we did.
So that, yeah, I think it's our elf is rolling dice.
So I'll let you all, Ashley and Danny, draw the dice and place them according to the
Yes.
rules.
Can I easily pull 5 of these out, or is this
Yeah,
it?
if you like when you hover over the bag and you use the mouse wheel, the mouse wheel towards yourself, you can.
Or right click.
I might be right click here.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Does the mouse wheel work on everything that's stacked all together? Oh my god, I love this. Hold on.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah,
The right click and things you can do
Shortcuts!
to things happens a lot in Tabletopia. Oh yeah,
You
okay.
have choice on these and those two.
You're
So
calling
how
them rolled before,
you don't really have
just
a
because of how
you
they
want
came
to
out of the
try and
bag.
get one of these in place, maybe the gold. Oh, I guess they're
They're both
below,
gonna
so it
go
doesn't
there,
actually
yeah.
matter. So these solve themselves. So where do you want the black and the purple? I guess.
Put purple on 4.
That's the time.
Okay. So now we get to pick first as well.
Mhm.
Okay. So which one would
And
you?
you're also picking your turn order,
Yeah, for next
like
time.
whether you want to go first
Get
in picking from all 5 cards, or you want some of the cards to be gone and have a higher die.
Yeah.
So
Hey.
Whether or not you want gold.
this.
Mhm.
So
And
do we
grab
take the
this.
gold
Nope.
right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you're gonna put the green cube on the 2.
Thank you on the 2, and whoever's next can proceed.
As soon as we do that, yeah.
Pow pow.
Boom.
Thank you. Appreciate the help, everyone.
Okay,
You're
now
doing
we
really good. Heather, I have a question.
need to
Yes.
place this dice.
You told me this, but I was mostly kind of ish paying attention. What's the dot underneath the cost of the card?
Dot underneath.
You only use
Oh,
it during
that's
setup.
just having to do with there's technically 2 decks stacked here on top of
Okay,
each other.
it's just an expansion. Got it. Okay.
Well, it's like
Um,
the 1 dots are the ones that they're going to come out first, and then the 2 dots are
Uh-huh.
going to come out next. There's some reason for that, I guess. I'm not sure. We could ask Keith.
Well, this
And-
one, like this quarterstaff card, when completing an attribute row, gain 2 additional gold. Like if most of your rows are already filled out, you don't want that later. You want it
Yeah,
sooner.
that makes sense.
So that tracks.
That's yeah.
Am I up?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Great.
So, yeah, so basically, like if cards are kind of useless in the back half of the deck, then they got put in the front half. You know, I try to like space out so that there's 2 leather cards in the back and there's 2 leather cards in the front. You know, there's a method that we're covering.
Haha. So my life is just going to be 3s. I keep on taking the 3 die off of the 3 card, and my board is full of 3s everywhere. It's kind of awful.
There's
Yeah.
at least one trait that gives you points for having the same value die, 3 of the same value dice in the same row.
I need to go find that one then.
I think I think
let's
it's
see.
called focused. Maybe.
Oh wait, that means I can do this. Bam. Oh, yep.
Oh, I
Sorry.
get 2 gold for
Two.
the.
Interesting.
That's that. That's this. Okay.
And I guess we all have to be placed, but if we are, you can start drafting, Ashley and Danny.
Sorry, what was that?
You're still first. You put nobody picked one, so.
Oh, okay, cool. Sorry, we're still discussing where to put this die. Let's
Yeah, he re-rolled it. I think we're putting it in wisdom, so that's decided.
Yeah.
So I think we just land it there, and then now we just have to decide about this card, right?
Yeah, we get to buy stuff.
Or
first.
intelligence. Like it was a 1. You put it in intelligence and re-rolled it.
Intelligence, yes.
Yes.
And then you get
Thank you so much.
2 gold for the gold die.
Good thing I'm so good at D&D.
What did you say, Keith?
Don't forget to grab the 2 gold for that gold die that you placed down. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
We grabbed another one during the turn order, so I wasn't sure, so we left it out in front. So we'll grab the other to catch it up. That happens right now, though, right?
Yeah, right when you place it.
Yeah, I know you said it, Heather. I'm sorry. I'm so spacey sometimes.
Well, this game has. So I was telling them, Keith, before we got on. This is the most complicated game we've played on this particular stream.
Oh,
It's not the most complicated game I've ever taught you ever in the history of our friendship,
No,
but
it's not.
but it's the hardest, the most complicated one we've ever played live on stream,
Yeah.
and maybe even online with
think
you.
so. Yeah.
Probably not Amanda. I think I've maybe played.
Oh
more
yeah, no, you've
games
put
with
me through the
Amanda
ringer for sure. And also,
online.
I've played. Oh, I forget his name. He's a very sweet English guy, but he had this game that he called a mini 4X game.
Oh, you're talking about Mike?
Yes, Mike
Abeji. I hope I am
Yes.
saying his last name right, but it's a little bit
Yeah.
of a.
I liked the
tricky
game.
one.
It was very fun. There were, I think, 3 of us playing, and it took an hour and a half to get through one round.
I know.
I'm like, oh, if that's a mini 4X, all right, cool.
We're talking about a prototype here, everybody.
But yeah, it was a prototype. It was very fun. However, it did take a long time. If that, I'm just saying, if that's a miniature version of a 4X, I imagine that a real, like, actual 4X game would take like 3.5 years to play.
That's true.
And nobody can leave the table in that entire time. Goodbye to your family, goodbye to job, responsibility.
You're out.
There is
Again, be
one
born
game.
into money.
There's one game that is like, I think it's Western Empires, where like in the rules, because the game takes like 16 hours for like the whole thing, there are rules in the rule book for like if people need to leave, like what you do to like
Make sure
remove
it's safe.
people from the game.
Nice.
Which like I think at that point you play a
Right.
different game.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it's actually worth
I mean,
it.
Is it like a 3-player game and then it becomes a 2-player game,
I
or
think-
can
I think you-
12 people play this game?
I think it's like it plays like 8 to 12 people or something. It's just
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
it's
you're playing like a D&D group on these boards.
yeah. So this is a game where there are a lot of moving pieces, and kind of like once you get to the end of the game, it'll be like, okay, like it all fits together, and when you played it the next time, you probably get started much faster. But it's kind of a lot the first time you sit down to it. Like all the different moving pieces, it has a lot of different levers, right? And different things you're paying attention to for goals and everything. It's you though, Amanda. Your turn to
Oh,
draft.
no, I don't want to. I was looking at all
point.
my die and being in dismay about all my 3s, and then wondering what it's like to be independently wealthy like Harry Potter. Anyhow, super on track today. Okay. I wanted to get this one. Boop boop boop. 4.
Did you teach the weapons rule about the hands?
Yes, yeah, and that, but we didn't have one of those cards out, so I didn't point out the icons. These are both 2-handed because there's 2 hands on them.
Oh, that's cute. All right, cool. So since I have that, that means I don't have to think about any more weapons, and I really like that.
You can discard it if you like something else you find later, but
No, I
you
like
can
this.
also completely let it go and never think about it again if that's your style.
Those
That's
are my favorite.
that's kind of how I run my life. So I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna take Cure Wounds,
Think about it once, never.
and I can use it right now as I buy it if it pertains. And so this one is, I can increase the face value of 1 die of my class color on my character sheet. So I'll make this one. This one. Just let me check.
Although I will say
Yeah.
recipes that are set it and forget it, those are bad news for me.
As soon as I said it, I literally do forget about it.
Oh,
And
no.
I go, what's the burning smell? Oh,
What is that? What? Oh yeah.
oh, yeah.
And Heather, did you pay for that card?
Not yet.
Ooh, she's stealing.
I know I can afford it, but I didn't get to that step yet. Lots of things to move around.
You gotta keep it honest.
Yes, exactly.
Oops.
Are you all set, Heather? Or are you still thinking?
Yeah. I'm all done. I'm just
Cool.
doing the work of moving pieces around.
So I'm gonna buy the heavy crossbow, but I think it's only gonna cost 3 because I'm getting it from the market. If I'm understanding that correctly. Pay 1 less gold.
So this
once you have it,
you get the discount. So basically, you buy this card for 4 gold, and then every other card for the rest of the game is 1 cheaper.
because you're holding people. You're like, brandishing your crossbow. You're like, how much will that be?
Got it. Understood. When buying from the market. Got it. Okay. And I don't need to tap that to use that,
Nope.
right? Great.
The
Cool.
only tapping is on the red cards.
Understood. Thank you. Oops, I don't want the whole thing. I just want my cube. Great.
And do you want to keep? Well,
We should.
so
lock these.
is there power? Is the druid power just don't discard that thing, or is it at the beginning of round? Look through and decide if you want to put something back.
I think it's right before they buy. You have to read the card. I don't remember exactly.
Okay. Before the market phase,
Okay.
you may return.
So it's
Oh,
before
yeah.
anybody starts buying.
Oh, so you could make it so there's 6 cards in the market. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Okay, so we do discard it. We always discard it. Like, you kind of interrupted me when I was discarding, but you were just telling them, hey, take note of what is getting discarded, because you're going to have a chance to go get it if you want, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not, you definitely always discard it. They don't stop me from discarding it.
Correct.
Okay. Oh, and this does get discarded. And then David is going to do the draft this time.
I gotta get the dice.
Yes.
So let's put some cash on these.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Cool. And I'm gonna draw
Ooh.
5 dice, and then, oops. I suppose, yeah. I guess it doesn't scatter them all over the place like TTS does.
That's just bing, 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 bing.
Okay. Let's see.
Sorry.
Whoa!
Oh,
That cloak
heckin'.
is sick.
Tiny.
Where's my 3? You didn't roll a 3 for me. How am I supposed
I know.
to find out?
I didn't really roll great in general.
I'm gonna. I had a chance
have
to
a
do this.
reroll? Wait,
probably
I think
us.
it's us. Hold on. Before or after selecting an initiative card, flip all dice in the dice pool.
To
Is
the
that something
opposite
we can
side.
do
Yeah.
now?
Oh.
So yeah, you would do that right. This one is a little trickier. This is right before or after you select an initiative card. So
I see.
if you're in 3rd turn order for putting your, picking a die, you would do it right before you pick or right after you pick. So we can use that after you pick to kind of, mess with other players, or you can do it ahead of time, right before you pick, so you get the die value you really want.
Nice. Cool. I love it.
Tasty.
It is. It's a cool one.
It is.
Wow. I'm going to, because now I'm going, right? Because
Yep.
So I'm going to take this one here, and I'm going to take this coin, and I'm going to put my little cube down here, and I'm all set.
Yee.
So you guys popped a question into the chat. And I wasn't sure if I should talk over your guys playing or whatever, but I'm happy to answer any questions.
Yeah, go ahead and say that out loud, Danny or Ashley, so everybody
Yeah,
knows
sure.
what he's answering.
And I might simplify it for chat. Yeah, just the question of D&D is a very complex game, and it feels like so much of this is obviously based around that, but it, to me, kind of took a lot of the work out of it and makes it something that people can pick up easier and a lot faster and still enjoy, even if they don't usually love the 4X game styles.
Yeah.
I was asking Keith if that was a motivation for creating this.
So like the motivation was the spark of the idea actually came out of Protospiel when I was in Madison playtesting somebody else's game. So that's actually what I like most about Protospiel, is like being inspired by other people. And but so I was just playing another friend of mine's game that was an RPG, which you don't see. There was like a 18 card RPG contest going on some website, and
Nice.
I was playtesting it, and I had a lot of stuff. I usually have a lot of stuff to say about game designs, but I played my buddy's game, and the thing that I liked most about it was this very simple like character creation system that he had devised. And then just the light bulb went on. I was like, well, what if the whole game was about like creating characters? So then I kind of pulled from all my experience playing, Dungeons and Dragons or other role playing games, or I played a lot of video game RPGs. I worked in video games for many years, and that was kind of like the start of it. And at one point, when I thought the game was done, it was actually an even simpler game. But I knew I needed to have 73 dice in the box if I wanted a 4-player game with 18 slots.
Yeah.
That's a lot of dice.
And the cost to manufacture the game was relatively high as a result. So then I had this issue where I had this very light game that was going to have to end up being this $60 game, and I was like, there's a kind of a mismatch between like price point and expected weight of the game.
Yeah.
Sure. So usually, you go and play test people's games, and like there's all this feedback about like find the fun part and cut everything out, or simplify. And I was in a situation where I was like looking for ways to give it additional layers of complexity, so that it had a weight that kind of was in line with what the final price point I knew was going to have to be.
Yeah.
I played. There's an old series of like PC RPGs called Ultima that I used to play a lot. When I was a kid. And so that had like a lot of influence on this title. And then, of course, perusing the Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder books for like, make sure we include this part, and make sure we include this part, because those are like the key pieces of character creation in role-playing games. And I mean, the feedback I get from people often is like, you made like a game about the coolest part of playing D&D. Like, well,
True.
I've heard the opposite of like, why did you make a game about the dumbest part about playing D&D?
No, they are incorrect. Making your character is the best part.
Is
well, maybe this game isn't for you then.
yeah.
They're both kind of right though, right? Because like some people hate the mechanics, which this in some ways is a lot that, and some people hate the character creation, and but they really love playing the mechanic, or they love like taking on the role like Delt.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, when I play RPGs, like I'm all about theater of the mind. I'm less about like, doing the math on my sheet to like figure out what my chance to hit is and all this stuff. Like I don't really like that part that much. But I don't know. I think it's the analogy that I use sometimes is the way I was thinking about this game is to me, I was looking at Magic the Gathering, and Dominion was like the hot game. And how, in my mind, Dominion was like the game before playing something like Magic, where like you're building your deck, and then you've got a different game where you're like playing a build deck to compete. And I was thinking like this is the pre-game to playing Dungeons and Dragons or Pathfinder. So there's no shortage of feedback of people saying, I made this cool character, but now I want to do something with it. Like. And I mean, that feedback was there since like day one, but I like actively ignored that. It's like, they want a different game than the one that I want to make it. But then after like the game came out, and then I kind of started leaning into that idea with expansions where you're fighting little monsters, and then like Roleplay Adventures is like the big adventure game where you can import your character that you make in this game and go on these narrative adventures, and so like. The circle eventually became complete, but I was very, very focused on this certain part of the experience that I wanted to do, and not everybody like understood the vision, especially at the beginning. But I held my guns, and
nice.
And there's very few games that are similar to this one, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the drafting and the manipulation of the dice is really compelling to me. Has been compelling to me since the first time I saw this game. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
what
talked
draws
to
me
you
in.
a long time ago.
I played this game with you when I met you at Protospiel Madison.
Nice.
Day one.
It was slightly a cheat, like when I met you for the first time, yeah, because it was basically done, but it wasn't published yet. It was still on Kickstarter when you let us play it at Protospiel. So,
Heather, did you
yeah.
go?
Yeah, I went a long time ago.
I didn't see your
Where's your
purple
purple?
thing.
Oh,
so
I'm
I'm
sorry.
like,
I didn't put my cube out, you see.
Yeah.
See,
You
his is
failed
like
all the social cues.
camouflaged, and it's really easy to forget that it's even a thing. So, well, I guess, yeah. Sorry. I'm sorry. I thought I was waiting for you. You were waiting for me. But I was really pleasantly surprised to see that Role Player Adventure is also on Tabletopia. Did you put just the tutorial in, or like the first adventure?
Tutorial.
Because hopefully at least the first adventure, because the tutorial is very short and you don't exactly do all the things. I mean, you do all the things, but like just once.
Right. The first adventure was designed basically to be a tutorial of like, get you in, like hit all the mechanics, like, and then get you to the end of the story so that like you can move on to kind of a real adventure after that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and also that adventure works really well as like a demo at conventions and stuff like that. So,
okay, so it only has the tutorial or adventure one if you play it on Tabletopia, but it lets you see how the game works and decide if you want to keep playing it. I am very appreciative that Will and I are in the playtester acknowledgement for that book, and we got it and played through it. Like we ended on Christmas in 2021, so we had a good time with that.
Pretty fast, yeah.
All right, I think our turn is all done.
I think, Heather, you may have just said this, but we playtested one of the early versions of this, I think. Yeah.
Not of Role Player Adventure. Maybe not Ashley. I think that was a day you came by yourself because she was working, but you playtested Role Player Adventure with us.
Yeah.
But I haven't had a chance to show you I think I was able to take it out of the box and like show it to you, like, oh, just real quick because we don't have time to play it. But this is that game that you play tested.
That's right.
No, I'm so glad, and y'all have done so well porting it to all of these different ones. Are you on most of the platforms with this, or is this the main one that you like to use?
You mean like Tabletopia versus Tabletop Simulator versus 4D Arena? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, basically just what platform is easiest for you and is like
I tend to put my stuff on Tabletopia because it's free for other people to use. So like, even though probably mechanically like the features set is stronger on Tabletop Simulator, like not everybody owns it. So
that's right.
So I tend to go more on the Tabletopia side.
Sure.
And like it's definitely not a focus to me. Like it's more of like a marketing tool when I have a Kickstarter live. I honestly like spend a whole lot of time like making sure everything's super up to date at the once the game's done, which I probably should be. But to me, like putting it up there is like it's a marketing tool for people to try the game out before they decide to spend for Kickstarter or something. And I've got like I have a guy who does stuff for me on TTS. Like he'll do implementations that have scripting in them and stuff. And even for Tabletopia, the people there are really good to me because like Cartographers is one of their more popular games on the service, so they like to keep me happy. And so for like the lockup game, they implemented that for me, and sometimes I can just like say, "Here's the game, you guys go put it up there," which is nice. But
wow, that's great.
I do use it for like playtesting and stuff too. So there's a game that I designed for a friend called Skull Hollow. And we've been working on the new version of it, which is on Kickstarter right now, called Small Peak. And we've been playtesting that on Tabletopia for the last couple of years.
I've been meaning to ask you, Keith, did they ever playtest at least Skull Hollow at a Protospiel?
Oh,
I did for sure.
You did?
Yeah, I remember playtesting with King Plenko at Protospiel Milwaukee once.
And when does what's the date? The end of that Kickstarter? Do you know off the top of your head?
Didn't it start on Tuesday? Like, I think it only just went up, right?
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
It went up this Tuesday, and it's a 3-week campaign. I'll just log in and check it out. So yeah, that's in terms of playtesting, that is a very challenging project. Because 2-player games, like, balance is super critical.
Yeah.
And then in that game, in the original game, it was 1 versus 1 of 4 different monsters, so all those have to be balanced. And then now we added a whole other set. So heroes from box A have to be balanced with all the guardians from both A and box B, and then the new heroes have to be balanced with all the guardians from box A and box B as well, and they all have unique mechanics and unique win conditions and work differently. So like just the matrix of like getting playtests of all these different combinations is tough. And then there's like a 3 or 4 player game where like you can play the 2 heroes and then 2 different guardians, and they can be kind of any combination of guardians. So definitely trying to cover all the edge cases and do lots and lots of playtesting, especially during the pandemic, was a serious challenge. And I mean, that's one of the reasons why I think Skull Hollow came out 3 or 4 years ago. Like, it took us a long time to get it to where we wanted it to be. And we have plans for more stuff too. So these things continue.
That's interesting. I kind of wonder now, like, I never played it personally, but I had a friend who really loved Magic. People probably need to do their turns. I probably shouldn't talk too long. But
don't worry, we're going. It's fine.
That's a joke with me, isn't it?
It's Amanda's turn to place out the dice, so you talk while she does that.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Doing good. Wait, ready?
But like Magic and some of the other games where like you continuously bought packed from the store, like I kind of got the impression from some of them they just made the later series cards like so ridiculously powerful that they always just crushed everything before. So you really only started to have to become aware of like certain dominant like strategies at the moment that like people were like playing and being effective with, right?
I think that's true somewhat. I mean, they re-release cards all the time. So like, like Swords to Plowshares has been released like probably 8 different times over the course of all the series of Magic. So some of the cards continue to get reprinted, maybe with some new artwork or some tweaks or something.
Sure.
And they have a massive playtest team. I mean, their goal is to have a balanced game. I mean, I think there was a time. The thing that they're looking out for is, power creep, they call it, in terms of like cards get more and more powerful, and then like the ones that were released earlier become like basically unusable. I mean, one particular game, the first couple series of cards, they were like, there's some crazy powerful cards that people found.
Heather, what are you doing?
I'm making you follow the rules. So this one definitely goes here, but then you get to choose whether or not this one goes here or here. This one goes here or here. They have to be in numerical order, but if they're tied,
this is a 1. This is a 1. This is a 4. This is a 4, and this is a 2.
Yeah, she had it right.
I'm seeing.
I see a 1.
That is bizarre. I see a
screen.
6.
This is a 1. I swear I can count. Like, even though it's after dark, I usually can.
Like,
I see it, Heather.
You all can see
we see it from Heather's screen, and it is wrong on hers, and on ours it's showing up 2, 4, 4, 1, 1.
So Heather, if you can refresh your browser.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fun.
Crazy.
If I didn't talk so long, we would have found this long ago.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
I was like, I thought I was being very like contemplative and like, okay, this one should go here. Like, we're gonna strategy a little bit, and then Heather's like, you can't put that there. I'm like, wait a second.
I was moving them to get ready to explain it to you since somebody was talking, but sorry.
I'm going to move all of the things that you already did correctly.
At least my screen.
I'd like you to do that again.
So that you all could see that what I could see.
Yes, sorry, I'm not being a jagweed. The computer froze on me, and I did not get the memo.
Okay, I'm not moving these until you get back in and you can see what they are.
It'll be a second.
Just because it's freaking hilarious.
That was pretty good.
That was
Oh,
that was like a literal. That was a moment of like sometimes what happens in real life where you're talking to someone and you're like, we don't live in the same reality, do we?
No. Mm-mm.
I wonder how many of those I'm
Yeah,
responsible for.
they
Okay.
look right now. They look what
So
they
this
look.
is 2, and this is 4, and this is 4, and this is 1, and this is
Yeah.
1.
Oh, yep.
This one says 3 for me.
This one is a 4, I promise.
a
It's a
4.
4.
No.
Okay.
Why
You
is
wanna-
that happening?
So what
See what
happens if
I'm
Heather
saying,
puts it on a 4?
Okay, yeah. If I select 4.
Maybe.
Oh wait, what?
Oh, we busted it.
Okay. 4. Okay, now it looks like a 4 to me. Does it look like a 4 to you?
Yeah.
Still a 4 to us,
Yeah.
so we're doing
Okay.
good. We're killing it. So this
That's
is
great.
2,
We are
4, 4, 1, 1.
Right, sorry, my
Okay.
computer went nutso.
Go ahead
that-
now. Put them where you
I'm
mean
gonna
to
guess
put
it
'em.
was because I rolled it too many times.
I have no.
Don't know.
Rolled it
That's
too
my best
good.
guess.
Rolled the dice too good. So we're still doing 10. It's 10 rounds of this buying and dice placing, right?
Yeah, and all of these will be full when we're done, so we can see how many rounds we have
cool.
left by looking at that.
Okay, good. Good to know.
What was I doing? Oh,
That
shit,
was
I
too
forgot.
weird. I'm sorry.
No, that was
Okay.
great. I was
My brain. This one here and that
This
one
is
there.
the only group I can see that getting solved well in.
true.
What do you mean?
There are people I sometimes play board games with that we wouldn't all be on talking terms right about now.
Yeah. There may be a board or 2 or 3 or 4 in pieces scattered all over the room.
No.
Not all.
Cool.
Sometimes it's
All right.
fantastic, but boy, getting dice wrong, man, them's fighting words.
Right? Right?
Might as
Okay,
well
so
leave a blade.
I get to choose first too, so I'm gonna beep bop that. I'm gonna beep bop this. Oh,
Okay.
come here, tiny,
Yeah.
tiny block.
What do you
Come
mean
here.
it rolled off the table?
Okay.
This.
What do I need?
And since I filled out my row with my quarterstaff, I get 2 more too.
Yeah, we have 3
Harry
total.
Potter showing up.
Nigel Planter.
Okay.
take
Holy cow. Okay. I
Okay,
can do
and
that.
so strength means I get to flip something. Flip a table.
Flip it. Flip it good.
What am I flipping? Oh, I'm flipping this little bastard. I mean, perfectly fine little die over here that I tried to re-roll and it rolled to a 1. When I re-rolled it, I was like, really? Cool, great.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
That one.
fine,
I can do
upstanding
that.
Gentleman.
Okay.
I have to
Oh,
go
it's
now,
on.
right?
Yep.
I'm thinking. Hard decisions. Okay.
What?
Okay, because of the weapon that I have now, I get to take this and another gold.
Oh, I see.
And I take one of these because I placed charisma. Okay. You go. Oh, I need to do my cube.
Oh, the cube! All right.
Very
Where's the
important.
cube?
The cube! All right. Well, you guys are suckers.
Question.
Oh, you can flip that now if you want to with your power.
Oh, this dice?
Before you draft it, that's what your power does. You have that choice if you want to use your power.
And you can roll everyone's now to like
You wouldn't
something else.
if you did it, you'd have to flip the other 2 dice that are on the board, right? You
As well.
you don't roll them, you flip them to their opposite face. So a 1 would become a 6,
Okay.
a 2 would become a 5 before
Is
a
that
3.
right? Would you check the card?
Is that correct, Keith, that you have to do all of them? If you do any of them, you do all of them?
At one time.
Yeah, for that flipping one, you have to do all of them. And then you reorder them. So if it's like if one becomes a 6 and a 6 becomes
Flip.
a 1, then they're going to end up in different spots on the initiative row.
Okay.
But yeah, if you do want to do it, you would pay by moving your cube up, your alignment cube up 1,
Yep.
and then you do it to all of them. You don't have to, but I just don't want you to forget that you have that choice
Okay. Thank you.
if you want to. Maybe you want to 1, but maybe you don't.
Just maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Sorry, I'm struggling with the mouse here. Okay. Let's see. Sorry for all the things all at once.
We'll put that there, I guess. I have no idea what I'm doing. Story of my life.
Like, I want to put David's here or something so I can see it. I can't see it in that black pool of blackness.
You could put it. You can put the cube wherever you'd like.
Why, thank you.
Yeah.
That could be taken very passive aggressively.
No, it is showing up really dark on my screen as well. So
for sure.
Yeah, I understand the need.
Okay, question while we're sitting here, because I can't retain information apparently. This loyal card here, beep boop, it says gain stars if you completed all of your attribute goals. Is attribute goals the ones, these stars over here on
Yes.
our? Okay,
Oops.
cool. So we have to achieve all of these numbers in order to get the 4-star win for that loyal card.
Yes.
Cool.
You can just help me.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay. Why don't we mutants try to try something?
Collusion. I hate it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, maybe we won't.
It's not me, right?
It's kind of, I think, everyone kind of all at once.
Well, like I put my little thingy, so whenever it gets to this point, when I buy cards and shit, that's what I'm waiting for.
You could also do something with your die in the meantime.
Like what?
We can do.
Oh, yeah, we're all done drafting or like choosing our player order, so you can
Mhm.
draft a card when you're ready.
I can take one.
Yeah.
Wait, I think I want. La 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 la. I think I was gonna take this one.
Cool.
Yeah,
Meow, meow.
I want this one, so I put that over here with the weapon stuff.
Make sure that you resolve the number of hands.
And so-
What
just
is
to
it?
be
You're
clear,
safe.
that means
Yep.
like at the end of the game, that yellow 5 is a 6 and the yellow 3 is a 4. And you can if you had a yellow 6 on your board, it would count as a 7.
Okay.
Oh.
I see.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Ready for me to take something?
Yes. Let me take my little card back. There you go.
I want this. That works out just right.
Okay.
Okay, holy cow. Come here. Okay, seriously. Moving things around is a little bit of a challenge, but okay, anyway.
Okay.
Ready?
Question. This is question round, I guess. What if I don't want any of those cards?
Well, don't you have a really great power where you get extra money if you discard one of them?
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Oh, just
That was my follow-up question.
just pick one
You
that
take one of those
you
3 cards that are up there and put it in the discard pile and then take
Yeah.
the money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like and you can make your choice however you want. You could go like, well, that one's way too hard and nobody wants it anyway, and discard that one and be nice, or be like, I bet so and so wanted the chain helm and they can't have it, and discard.
Right. The red cube guy wanted the chain helm, and so screw him. But I don't play that way, so I'm gonna discard loyal because that card is way too hard, and I get 4 gold. Woo. Yep. See, cashing in all my stacks. 1.
Oh, at the end of the game, too, your gold does turn into points a little bit, right?
No,
Does
so
doesn't
gold is a tiebreaker unless you have one trait card that's called greedy that converts your money into victory points.
Oh, okay. It's just a
Okay,
tiebreaker
that's my
otherwise.
card.
Okay.
Don't touch it.
Made out your card.
You see them both? I appreciate that.
And then I moved. There's a skill over here. And I moved it there.
No, that's Heather's.
This is?
Yeah, that's hers.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad I said something.
Yeah, I
about
was
it.
just like, why wasn't that able to do
Sorry,
that before?
thank
And then I was
you.
like, oh wait, Heather's card was there.
So sorry.
That's
Oh,
all right.
olives.
No olives. There you go.
Oh no, we lost
I'll
you,
wash
Amanda. But hopefully you'll be just right back. Can we hear you still? Are you with us? Or did you lose your entire internet? Uh-oh.
I think her computer might have a short thing.
Oh,
Okay, so we were
yeah.
just talking dropout rules, right?
No,
We're in
I
an
think
internet age.
I think she'll be right back. She has a thing where her computer.
Oh, that's right.
It's better for her not to have it plugged in because the display works better when she doesn't have it plugged in, and sometimes it just lies to her about how much battery is left and suddenly turns off. So most likely that's what happened, was that her computer turned off, and she's gonna plug it in, and she'll be right back.
Cool, love it.
We'll just give her a second and keep going. But I also could use my cure wounds if I could. I have to be able to move down. Okay, if I use wisdom, so that I could move up. Right. No, I can. Wait a minute. I feel like.
Love her.
I feel like maybe you moved it the wrong
I'm
way.
afraid I've cheated. Basically, right now, I could have sworn I bought this. I used wisdom to move something down so that I could buy this and use it and move this up, and I didn't move it up. I think is pretty much what happened. But I could move it up again because I have a room to move it up still.
Okay,
Yeah, need
give
some
me
more
my
water.
seat back.
Yeah, sorry.
Get out
Oh,
of
and
here.
I gotta let her back in. There you are. I had
Welcome
a
back.
feeling that we just needed to wait a moment for jumpy screen Amanda to return.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now I get to see what's going on and turn up my screen brightness. Someday I'll get like a real something set up. But I'm just a little tiny box in the corner. It's fine. Just
Yeah,
don't
it's
look
true.
over there.
We
Put a
just need
sticky
to
note
hear-
over it anyway.
Hear your voice, and you need to be able to move pieces around, and so you
Yeah.
got it.
It's all good. Ooh, I could just wait. Hold on. What if I do this? Bye.
Yeah, you could.
But I don't have a cute little like hold screen picture that would really.
I have no idea how to help you with that.
But that's okay. I'm gonna play this game and fiddle around with that because you need to do more than one thing at a time. Obviously,
Obby.
On
obvi.
your
I haven't
video
done this
feed
yet
on
this
the upper
turn.
left-hand corner,
Going
where it
to
has
do
your
that.
internet connection or whatever, there's 3 dots there. And if you click that, you'll see change avatar, and you can change your little picture. to something.
Oh.
Yeah. Ooh, there's all kinds of buttons in here.
What does this button do?
Don't know. We're gonna poke it.
Do you have anything, Ashley and Danny, that you want to use your? Why isn't this working? That you wanted to use your power to take anything out of the discard?
Nah.
Or- okay.
Ooh, or I could just share my screen and my
Actually,
chaos of what I'm looking at.
do it. Oh no,
Yeah, there we go. See, look at that. But baby, that way I'm not blank. The window, this window, share. Hey, look at
Good
that.
old reckless.
Reckless.
Oops, that's a lot of gold. What's going on? Oh,
I want all of the gold.
they're all
We're over
stuck
here.
together.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Anyway, all right. So you said, okay, I can right click on this and choose to draw out 5 dice like that. And then
Nice.
they're all selected, and I can do that. That's nice. Okay. Okay, this is a 6. This is a 3.
Nice.
This is a 3. This is a 1, and this is a 1.
Mhm.
We're still
Mhm.
living in the same land, right? Okay,
Yes.
great.
So far.
Yeah, so far so good.
That's good.
Give it time. You're
Uh-huh.
living in the multiverse, baby. Let's see. A few minutes.
Mhm.
I just realized how appropriate my shirt is for that comment I just made.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm. Look what I sent to Macau.
Okay, oops. Do that.
So can you actually see that or no?
See what?
You?
Nope.
Nope. No, I see
Also-
a black box with an A and a apostrophe over you.
All right.
That's hilarious.
It is.
Actually, it looks like a little squinty eye sad face, kind of like
It does.
Mhm. ASAD.
It's not.
A
mine.
sad.
A
It's not
sad.
A happy.
Mm.
It's fine.
It reminds me of like a shorthand for like an AIM or a messenger kind of like tag for people talking.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I see that.
Excuse me.
Something.
Oh man.
Oh, sorry. Let me do this. There you go. And I'll be thinking about how to use my little power while you take your turn.
Okay, so you put one over there. Oh.
Heck.
Oh.
That one's pretty cool.
Yeah, that one's not bad.
That one's also taken.
I'm obnoxious.
Oh, we need that anyway.
I know, right? It's great.
That just feels fitting for our character.
Listen, guy. I don't remember asking you anything. Oh no! I put. Wait. Okay.
Oh,
I don't want this one.
hold on. Do we get the points of the no? We get a point per die of our color. It doesn't matter how many pips are on it, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess to that point, the 4 might be more, but
I don't want your 4. I want this white die.
I got you.
Okay, and then.
I'm not sure about
Do you?
some days.
Can I flip this die?
Depends where you land it.
I'm gonna put it right here.
Then
So
you
now-
can move this thing, and that can be worth victory points to you. That can be worth 3. That can be a good move.
So I should move it up.
I think. Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Is that correct, or am
I
I
think you
doing
can move it
wisdom
anyway.
incorrectly?
Yeah.
I'm good to go now, right?
Yes, we are done.
Cool.
Are we? Oh.
Okay, I think that we did that right. Yeah. Okay, we're doing not too bad on this thing. We have this matched, and that's about all we have going for us. We do not have a purple
What a thing
or a
to
blue. Story of my life. Well, I've got these 2 things going for me.
I mentioned the bisque.
I mentioned the bisque. You yada yada over the best part. No, I mentioned the bisque.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Are we? No, we're not first again.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. We are not. Nope. No.
That's difficult.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm glad I got my 3s back, but
Oh,
At the
right.
same
Yeah.
time.
Sorry, I am.
you're what?
Oh, no,
it's
never
good.
mind. Never mind.
You're doing great.
Never mind.
Okay, green one. I already got a green one. I need a red one, but I need a green one before a red one.
Yo, that
Cool.
the art on Reckless, love it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You haven't seen
heck.
Greedy yet. That card is hilarious to me.
Heck yeah,
I like
I'm
that
ready.
card a lot.
So, David, I keep catching your water bottle out of the corner of my eye, so it just keeps looking like you're just shotgunning mustard into your mouth every time.
Surprise! It is.
I love
mustard.
that.
It's,
Okay, David should.
but
his character.
But I like to. I liked. There is actually water in it too. I like it to be really nice and watery,
Watery mustard.
so that I can drink it
First
easier.
before you drink it.
That stuff that comes
It's
out when you
terrible.
don't shake the mustard first. That's what's in that,
Yeah.
that water.
Yeah,
Delish.
just straight off the top.
Totally
Put it
not
in my
nauseous
bottle.
at all.
All right.
That
All
was
right, so
good.
now
Oh, wait.
I'm
Oh, wait,
now
I
I'm going
didn't do my-
shopping.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Alright, David shopping first. We're next.
I'm shopping
What part are we
first, and I'm absolutely taking these leather gloves
They're
for
pretty
2 coins.
sick. We decided of not.
It's a huge problem
We have
for
fun.
me because now I have no money.
For the clout, it's worth it.
I think for the clout, it is. On a cake, put a
Ooh,
cake.
we
Yeah, that's
about
like
out some
all our
money, though.
coins.
Yep, this is a power play. Let's go.
Power play. What a flex.
Being broke at this stage in the game is a good choice.
Oh yeah. So here's our money. Come here, you. Give me my
I think
box.
that comes with them now. Just that's
It
that's how
does.
works.
What? Just leaving my stuff everywhere. Okay, I'm buying this one.
I know.
Obnoxious. Okay, give me my cube. Okay. DNA are done with buying things. Everyone can move on with their lives. Go back to your lives, citizen. Okay, what is this? This is a trait. Okay, where are traits? Here. Boom.
Doesn't work.
Oh, Amanda learned how to stack, and she's all about it now.
Yes.
Yes.
Queen.
Okay, let's read this.
Again.
I've got my Harry Potter stack of gold. It's great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to. Oh,
you
what's
don't
the
have
name of the
to.
place with the bank? Never mind.
Gringotts.
Not
Green
adding
Guts.
to it. There you go.
Nerd test passed.
We should ditch Constitution.
Mhm.
You are
Close
buying
enough
now?
anyway.
Right?
Huh? I thought it was David's turn because Ashley and Danny just went.
David already. No,
Yeah,
David
I was
went
initiative
first.
1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. We're going this way now, not around in a circle. I'm
That is
doing
correct.
so good.
You're
I am
killing it.
here with it and for it. Yeah. I'm gonna do the thing again. I'm gonna discard a card to get more gold because apparently that's the only thing I'm after today.
Which is
Screw that card. Boop boop boop.
Guy for
And
9, 10, 11.
1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, that's just one.
3.
2.
Interesting.
I can use that card. We hit that one.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
2
Come back.
points.
Okay, cool.
Sweet.
What are these?
How much does this one cost, though? This one's really expensive, though. That's crazy expensive.
So this one converts gold.
I mean, you can get 12 points from that card, which is just as many points we get.
Oh, that's true.
Max
Yeah.
out your
Yeah, I mean, it isn't. I guess I'm not saying it's like wrong that it's that expensive, but like, I'm not paying that. You know what I mean? At this point,
Yep, same.
you know what I mean?
Because this counts as a 6. This counts as a 6 right now. So they're already more powerful because we have that card on board. The more green we get.
Green and gold.
Green gold.
Loki.
Better than that.
And no other place at all.
Oh, but
Yep.
this
I
one's
should
just
say that too.
class color, and this is anything.
Oh,
I think I'd
sis-
rather have the money.
No thanks.
I personally like it more on Loki than Cam the Ram, but
I like anything better on Loki than on Cam the Ram. Unless the other thing is a nice cozy pen for him to sleep in and not have to be pulled around campus. That's what I want for Cam the Ram.
Oh,
I feel like he probably leads a pretty good life.
oh, Cam the Ram is the mascot of CSU, which was
Yes.
the college that Ashley and Danny and I and Will all went to. Will went there as a graduate student, and they went there 10 years after us. But, you know, but we all went there.
We were talking about gold and green, and I was talking about Loki,
Oh.
and then Danny starts singing the chant song, and I'm like, what? I'm like, there's a song? I mean, I know there is a song, but I didn't
Okay.
remember
They
it.
did
I
it in
blocked it out.
sign language.
Oh.
Whose
Did they?
turn is it
Nice,
to
that's cool.
place the dice out? I did it last time, so I think it's Danny and Ashley's turn.
Yeah, I
this
haven't
time,
played
right?
things out yet. So, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dang, what a good looking set. Okay. Shift.
So you can only buy one card, right?
Yes.
Yes.
most of the time, yeah.
All right.
Is there like
Unless
any
you have a special ability thing.
any
Like-
power that lets you do that, Keith?
The other side of your craft card lets you do that.
You have choices.
Heather, the one you didn't pick.
The one I didn't pick.
So if there's
So the bard can buy 2 cards
I think that's
each round that they place in charisma.
you need to make sure that we can buy
Okay.
family. That's 5 points.
And then there's 2 other cards that let you draw.
Buy it.
Unless we buy a gold.
They might be in the expansion. Though.
We have 1. Who broke right
There's greed. Oh, obsessed. Oh no, this is the one I was thinking of that I think is just creepy and hilarious. Greedy is kind of like this too, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Mm,
but he's got like a stack of gold in front of him. I don't know. I forget what he's doing. So proud is just 2 points.
Sweet.
mhm.
Beep boop bop.
Mr. Coward. What have you done today to make you feel proud? Ding-ding-ding. Sorry, that song popped in my head because I saw this guy over here with the prophecy ball, and I was like, yeah.
Love it. Great.
It's great. It's fantastic. Great, great, wonderful. No yelling on the bus. Am I supposed to put my thing on something once I put the dice out?
Yes, you get to pick the die.
Brad, this whole
first.
time we were waiting on us. We want this one, right?
Yep.
Okay, I want this one. Please, thank you. I am.
Kind of a perfect choice for you.
It was great. It was beautiful. I loved it. All right. Okay, where are we putting this?
You could put it
Oh shoot.
here.
Hmm.
You would, well, okay, so we're abandoning one of these. How many do we have already? Because where are we going to score? We're going to try and
Well,
get
I
all
could put it
6.
here because the red's already taken care of.
Okay, sure. And then in order to get the
Or
best
here.
stats. Yeah, that could be good. What do we need to score in wisdom?
And I get a coin just for placing a
Yeah.
yellow cube, right?
Let me
Two.
2 coins for a yellow die.
find a
Oh, and when you finish a row, make sure to take one.
4.
Easy to forget to do that.
Okay.
Cool. I'm all set then.
Need a 5. Actually, no, this counts as one.
Sometimes people will take like gold coins and put them in those spaces.
That's actually
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So you don't forget.
yeah, we score those 2 victory points.
Ready, Amanda?
Yeah. Super ready.
This is how-
I'm so ready. I've been
No.
so ready for such a long, I don't
You're
know.
good. That's fine. Yeah, no problem.
And look, there's a 3. I love 3s.
Whoa!
3s are great. What was I gonna do with it? I don't remember. I got so excited that there was a
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Taking that, putting that there. Gonna take this guy. He's gonna go over here. I finished that out, so I get 2 of these. Beep boop bop. And then oh wait. How many are you supposed to get for finishing out a roll?
1.
Oh shoot.
Okay, cool. I've been doing that wrong. So my quarter stuff says gain 2 additional gold. I've only been taking 2.
Oh, no.
It's fine.
When you
That's all
finish
right.
your
I'm working on getting that greed card later.
Yes.
So it's don't worry about it.
Okay.
Making plans for eventualities that might never ever happen, just like my life.
That's what I do.
Okay. Oh, and I put in the charisma row so I get one of these little tokens.
Yes, you have to
These
use
little-
it this round to buy something for it to be of value
That's
to
cool.
you. Yeah.
All right, I can do that.
Hmm.
What's that?
And I don't know. Okay, I'll put it here. That means I'll get 3 gold.
There we go. Done fiddling around with my little avatar finally. Sorry, I'm back all the way.
Oh,
I'm actually paying attention.
You got this.
it's just you're just Protospiel.
Yep.
Nothing Amanda.
Something
centric.
like Protospiel.
Yeah.
What would I put? My other option was I was trying to crop this thing just right. It's my new favorite meme. Well, it's not even a meme. It's just a screenshot of somebody's Snapchat story, but it says this little kid dressed as a fart, and it's a little kid in a fart costume. It's like all organza and twill and all those. Yeah,
That's
but I couldn't make it crop right, so now I'm mad about it. But I
Now I'm upset I can't be a fart.
That's all I really wanted to be in life today. Just fart.
I'm gonna call you Derpleton.
Ah, shoot.
Okay. Oh, wait. Yeah. That's right. And I moved that down. Okay, cool.
Ready?
You're kind of loud. No,
And I take this back. Ugh. I have a hard time with the cube thing because I never
That's
played
all
it
right.
that way before. Usually I just take the card in real life.
Okay. So where are we? We're all the way over here. We're 4.
I feel like maybe the most complicated game I ever taught Danny and Ashley was Dead of Winter. Remember, it was like,
Oh,
okay, so this is going to be a while.
Yeah.
There's a lot to talk
Yeah.
about. Thing after thing
It's
after
fun
thing after
once you
thing.
get into it.
Right, exactly.
But- It takes a long. long minute, and then all of
Very
a sudden,
long
like
minute.
halfway through, it changes.
It
I
all makes a
recommend
lot of
getting
sense
that.
together and flows together once you
Yeah.
start playing. But it's like, and you
Sure
need to know
does.
about this, and you need to know about
Yeah.
this. And I think that was a little bit of a longer teach than this.
Mhm.
This one
Mhm.
was.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I think it's Amanda's turn to grab a cod.
Oh, yee. Okay, ready? I'm so excited. Oh my
Get
god.
it!
I'm so excited.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4. Bam, bam. Bam. Ga-da-do-do-do, boo-do-boo-do. Sound
Alright, we're
effects,
gonna-
so you know I'm still here.
Okay, I'm gonna buy this guy. I'm gonna put him over there. Give him my little dice. Dice cube. Alright.
Keith, do you think of Druid as like being designed to help somebody who loves to collect the armor? Is that sort of what that power
I mean,
was?
that's one of the. So I mean, it's like if there's 2 cards that come out that like you don't like that you want them both. You know, usually you can only buy one of them, so it gives you an opportunity to pull it back in. If a card comes out that you don't have the money for, you can discard it for 2 gold, and then on the next round pull it back out.
Mm-hmm. That's
And
true.
then there's in lower player counts, you discard cards out of the deck to create the discard pile. And that's mainly because like I want you to hit the second half of the deck halfway through the game. So in a lower player count game, there's more cards in the discard pile at the beginning of the game. So like the druid can pull those cards out that normally would never be seen. So that's an advantage in a lower player count game with the druid. Yeah, I mean the druid rewards players who played more probably or more familiar with the deck than newer players, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, there are cool opportunities to use it, but it's not as I don't know. And so all the special abilities for the characters were designed to be like cool little bonuses. Whereas in some games, like if you have an ability and if you're not following that ability, like for example, if you're playing Pandemic and you're the medic and you're not healing anybody, then like you're gonna lose, right? It's like core to the experience. Whereas in these abilities, they're kind of meant to be like, yeah, just a little kind of a little bell or whistle that kind of mixes it up a little bit. But like if you actively ignore the special ability, you can still totally win the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Right. That's what I was thinking I could do.
I kind of had that experience when I tried to play like a magic class within a D&D campaign, which I'd never played before, which was a bad thing to like bite off on something that I was not familiar with.
Right.
But like it started to very quickly reward like actually reading up on them. It's like, oh no, once you learn about it, you can become very helpful in certain situations.
Are you?
But I was very
Did you
ineffective when I
take
started.
this, Amanda?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I have a
Sorry.
question though before I place it. This dexterity bebop where you're switching dice, could you switch it to a blank space?
No.
Why?
There is a specific card that lets you do that called Sleight of Hand, but the basic ability you have to swap 2 existing dice.
Okay.
Yeah, it came and went. That sleight of hand.
Yeah, no, that's long
Yeah,
gone.
I have it.
Oh, I see.
That feels appropriate.
Yes, it does. Came and went. No, I took it. Oh.
Slams more mustard.
Just dancing a minute. That was great.
Okay.
Switch. Okay. Oh wait. No,
Yeah, we want to strategy this whole game. So.
no.
Whoops.
No.
However you play is valid.
You're damn right.
Switching
Which
the
way
exact
makes you
same.
have fun? Play
This
that
one.
way. Play that way.
Okay. We are the last to put our cube. Let's see.
Let the game
So,
proceed.
Rosie playthrough. Let's see. I need a little coin. A little coinage action here. Thank you. I would like one of those, please.
I think it's 2 for that,
You get 2 if you complete the row.
but I think it's in a moment.
One if you complete the row.
One if you complete the okay.
Yeah, I have
Good,
special
Glad.
beep.
Oh
Girl,
yeah,
thank you.
you're fancy. That's
Thank
right.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Cool.
I take my quarterstaff and I whack it, and like extra money comes out. It's pretty amazing.
Oh, I didn't take
Lamb.
my coin for.
Money tree.
Money tree.
No.
Okay.
Wait, no, yes, I did.
What if
Never
you
mind.
can't afford to buy any cards?
You discard one.
Cool.
To get
Yeah,
money.
and then you get to get
So ability.
money.
We do.
So you can even choose to discard one.
Oh,
Okay. Are we ready to?
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
we're-
going to take one more
We are
money
ready.
because of my
Okay.
weapon. Too.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Wait, I need to see the
Okay.
reveal.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I don't know.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Nice.
Bam!
Heck yeah.
What does that one do? Oh, that
Just
3
gives you
points.
3 stars.
Mhm.
I liked
Nice.
it.
That's another reason it's nice to just have money,
That's
right?
great.
I mean,
would've
that's
bought
just
that
kind of
for
like
money.
life things. It's
Yeah.
easier if you have a
Yep.
little tiny bit of dollars.
Sometimes expensive things are worse.
Hmm.
I love it.
Okay, so double the effect of your alignment card. It would just be like if you had a 3, now it's a 6 or whatever.
Okay.
Is what this one does, right?
That's what I read.
Okay.
Because I thought about it.
Would be a -6 is the other the risk there. So don't mess that up. And that shield is like a wild armor card,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of nice.
2 gold dice.
Hmm.
But you gotta have the hands open.
Points to me.
Mhm.
Cost 4. Right, and it's going to. Okay. I'll take this one. And
So, okay. We're still working.
and I need to take that back, sorry.
Oh yeah, totally. I need to play this game again, and next time I want to play like totally evil.
Yes.
Right now, I'm looking at my stats. I was like, oh no, I am turning into Harry Potter. I'm honest, honorable, the little tapey thing. Heckin'.
Oh,
Okay,
gosh.
cool. It's fine. It's fine.
Love it. So we do not have money, so we cannot buy. So we have to get rid of one of these cards. I think this one's going to be the less.
No. You discard one of these cards to get 2
No
coins.
thing.
When
And
don't have to
actually,
give up
Yeah,
the
you don't
cards
have to
that
think
you
about
have.
your own children.
Okay, wait.
Gosh.
See that?
You can
See
switch.
that?
That would be horrible.
So
You can do something that you want, and then we can, I think, get it with our druid ability.
I don't understand. So what do I just show you?
So which of these do we want? Okay, so we.
Well, I
we
mean,
get
at this
choices,
point, it
right?
doesn't even matter because
Either
nobody's
last
going
one or
after
six,
you.
matter.
It what?
Nobody else can draft these. It doesn't matter which one you discard because you're
Oh.
last.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Okay.
But you can get it back if there's something you want there. Your
Oh, I
ability
see.
does
I
allow
see.
you to take
I see.
anything from the
Okay.
discard while we're laying out these cards and just
Um,
make it one of the cards that will be in the market.
all right,
one-
we are
one
discarding
star.
famous
And discard is here.
that way,
Mhm.
and then flip it.
You just
No,
have to
just not the
hover
first.
over it until it turns. You don't. It's not that it has to be flipped. It just has to be hovered. Whoa! I've got the gold as well as the card.
Nice.
It-
I love it. Chaos.
No.
Yes.
You have to hover over it until the deck turns orange like that. Then let go, and it'll go to the right place.
Cool.
And it'll go to the right direction too, face up or face down.
Thank you so much.
Okay. All right. So that's what we did.
Cool.
Before the market phase, you may return 1 card from the discard to the market.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh.
Do you want to pick one of these before I fill out the market card? I think you would right-click on it. And is there a search or not? That's lame. I don't see a search. Just
That is all right. Whoa! I wanted whichever one I put in the deck. This one.
Ashley.
Olives.
The reason, Keith, the reason they're saying olives is that we were playing a game where there could be chocolate covered olives, and I told them don't look at my screen because my hand was supposed to be secret, and Ashley was just like sitting there staring at my screen and totally knew I had olives, and so yeah, that's kind of the phrase for Ashley.
Every time I mess up,
in there.
Not doing what I'm trying to ask her to do.
Yep. Olives.
I decided it's a sub-in from Mulligan. Like, I goofed.
Oops, that was a me. My bad. I was sending a tweet.
Yeah, we say this around the house now.
Yep.
Oh, there he is. There he is. What do you do?
Ooh! Oh, he's great.
I think it's Amanda's turn to arrange the dice.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm not going to roll it as many times, so maybe it won't cause issue
There you go.
with your...
I have no idea. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay. 3, 3, 1, 1, 6.
Yeah, go.
That's what I say too.
Cool, cool. Just double checking.
I appreciate the clarity.
Why are there no purples?
You know, I didn't feel like getting a purple or a blue for my own benefit either.
I guess
So,
not.
yeah. Mhm.
It's just Christmas colors.
Christmas.
Christmas.
Mhm.
Merry Christmas.
Really lots of colors.
Yeah. Cool. Oh wait, do I want a red one? Oh wait, that's a good question. I don't know.
Flag.
I'll do.
Green. Green, white,
Yeah.
red, right?
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay.
I'm reloading.
Okay, boss. Well,
Return.
Well, Amanda pulled
Oh.
it out, so then she gets to get one first.
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, there's Greedy. Yeah, and
on
it
it.
does
Sorry.
remind me.
We're getting-
It is funnier, and it does remind me of Obsessed. Yeah.
For every 4 gold you have. Wow! Must be nice to have coin. You won't be getting that one today.
Okay. So, I want this with that.
Well said.
We won't be getting that. No!
Hmm.
Apparently not.
Yeah.
That
Interesting.
one
Okay.
would be a huge advantage to us.
Okay.
Yeah, don't pretend like I'm having any kind of strategy. At this point, I've just adhered to every time there is a 3 up there, I should just get the 3 dice. It's fine. I'm not
You're going
mathing.
Like, you just always answer C, and then it averages out.
That's what I'm thinking. Okay.
That would
So-
be very
Do all
mean.
that, and I'll just grab that.
Hmm. Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Yeah, I just don't know all those moves. I'm barely one step at a time here. I don't got long game strat here.
As I place it, come on.
I just want to move these pieces around and.
Okay.
It's bugging him too, isn't it? Okay, I'm at their head, all right.
Oh, I hate that. Okay, cool.
Gimme. Okay, we want that one.
I knew as soon as that green die came out, I was like, they're gonna hate us for pulling that card and then not taking it.
True. Yeah, we're dumb. Okay, so where did you want this one?
Probably here so that you can get the gold for placing.
Whoops.
That's all.
It's supposed to be a one.
No. don't-
Oh!
Oh, I
Oh,
get
wow,
gold
that's-
too. Thank you for
there it is.
reminding me.
Cool. That's a
I
one.
just put
Okay,
that
so
one.
you finish it out, so you get a gold,
I get a gold. Yep.
and that's it for right now.
Cool.
But you did put something here, so actually with this, you could either finish this one, which strength we needed 15, so
Mhm.
That'll get you 12. So we still have to do another one there, and we don't have a means to quickly do that.
But
Until
we can turn it
roll
to
up.
13 with this thing.
Yeah, okay, so you're right. So that's really a 2 for us. In our heads, we have to call it a 2 because otherwise, when we count it later, we'll screw it up.
No, it was. Oh, I see. I see what you mean. I was like, no, I didn't roll a 2. I rolled a 1, but I
Right.
understand
Yeah.
why you're counting it too.
2 makes it 4, makes
Yeah.
that 9 right now. So
mhm.
we're 5 away.
So can I flip this one now?
You
or-
could for having put it there, and you'd finish it out.
Okay.
Yep, set to
So it's a
6.
6, right? Okay.
Okay. You collected the gold and the gold that was.
Ah,
Yep, we got it.
Heather, your dice are a mess.
Or what?
Mine?
Heather's are.
Oh, I was like, I have no idea how to straighten mine up. So I just.
you can if you hold them like this and you hit Q or E, they'll kind
Oh,
of
okay.
straighten. If you want to, it doesn't matter though.
It doesn't matter.
I like gay dice. That's cool with me. I'm not straight. Why should my dice be? You know?
Play it as it went.
Yeah, right.
Um,
Play through.
Okay, is it time for me to take something? It is now, right?
Yes.
I do appreciate
Swipe.
that, Rose, though. It makes me so happy.
God, it's just beautiful.
Snap points. Oh,
There you go.
Nice. Okay, we are second. Didn't think this far.
I'll let
we have 2
somebody else
reword it, but we don't
Yeah.
have the 5.
steal the
No.
greedy from Amanda if it's going to happen at all. That is.
No, save the
discard.
discard one.
Is there something that we?
No, I'm kind of mad about it because it makes you move your little character alignment.
Oh.
Bebop?
Well, no, it doesn't make you.
Yeah.
Well, oh, it does make you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
Just put that one
You
back.
can, you have to. I
You
hate
might
that.
have a way to move it back.
I'm gonna
up,
do
but
it.
It's
I'm
pretty
gonna
late in
do
the game. That's true.
You have a space open and wisdom to move it back if you want.
Okay, I discarded one.
But I already had to move it last time I placed. I guess
Oh, yeah, you're right.
placed it
You're
on. Yeah, I'm doing good. It's fine. It's
We
fine.
got the obnoxious card, right?
Yeah, it's still
You're
there. Don't worry. All right.
I thought I could earn these attribute points through storytelling.
Pew, pew. Sound effects.
Take this back, and then I'm just gonna put a longbow in here.
Ooh, longbow. Put a longbow on top of my things.
Scandalous.
All right.
Again, is there anything you want to take from the deck, Ashley and Danny, before I fill up this row?
You don't want to put famous back up?
Oh, Ashley does. Ashley's got a card.
Famous?
Ashley's
Oh my
got a card.
god, I love it.
Isn't Famous wasn't in there anymore.
Oh no! It
Famous
went right
has
back
been
because
discarded twice.
Ashley
Really?
put it into the
Oh,
discard
discarded it
and then drafted
for. Do you want it?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Throw it in.
She
Throw it in.
she
Do
doesn't
it.
want to buy it. I think she does it to earn the obnoxious card twice.
Throw it in.
Yep.
There we go.
Earned it on merit of
It's
just
for the
being
volume.
obnoxious.
For the
Yeah, love
clout.
it. Yep.
I have to earn my cards, okay? I'm really committed to the character.
Tabletopia decks definitely have the.
Legolas, it's on.
Is it my turn to do this now?
Did
yeah,
you
because
do
I
it?
just placed.
Amanda?
I-
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Got it.
Mm.
Everything's gonna be
Oh,
fine.
gosh, dang
Everything is back. What?
it. Just the controls are aggravating for me for this game. Like they're not what I think they should be. They're never what I think they should be. So
Okay.
I-
that's fine.
I've been playing it for 2 hours and I'm still like, wait, what? Okay, like that.
Okay, good. Same. I
Yeah.
thought I was hoping it wasn't just me, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was just me.
That's a hard thing to design.
Hey, we got a
for.
purple now. Purple's on the board. Oh, son of a gun. Should have put that
Look
one
at all
there.
those threes. I love them. Love to see
Bunch
them.
of
You got
threes.
choices.
We
What
love
do
to
you want?
see them.
Love to see them.
Why do we-
Apparently, that's my number for today.
You don't
3,
care.
3, 3, 3.
Yeah, okay.
Have any
Yeah.
reason to make a choice between this or this. There are no white or red players. I just
I'm so mad. I almost had the entire thing, and then I
well
goofed it.
That's all right.
We
That's gonna work
ripped
out so good.
at the
Yes.
finish line.
Is there one where you can move?
Okay.
I don't think so.
Keep looking.
All right.
okay.
You did it because I told you.
Go
once.
ahead.
God, this is the last time I listen to you. All
Yep.
right. I would like the 3, please. Take that, Amanda.
Hey, there's another one. It's okay.
I don't need it.
I love
Try to
it.
slang someone and there's like nothing there.
She's like, don't even care.
Yeah.
The saloon
No,
doors
there's
comes
literally
back and
another
hits
3 right
everything.
here, right next to it.
Of the same
I
color
do-
with also a coin. Yeah, it's the exact same thing.
You played
I do
yourself.
appreciate the vehemence that you announced that with.
I got you.
That's freaking great.
That's what I'm here for. I told you, I've become this elf druid hunter character.
Yeah.
We didn't give them a name.
I don't need one.
And then
Right.
this
Oh,
goes
good old no name.
here. Right. And then I get uno, dos, tres, because I finally did it right. Stupid. And then,
Hmm.
oh, I should put my block up there, huh? Okay, got it. Here I go. Here I go. Oh, wait, does that mean I just
Yeah.
immediately move it back because that was, yep. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Great.
Because it's the
Good
first
news.
spot, yeah.
Good news, everyone. That was so efficient.
Job.
Now, okay. So I placed this here
Hmm.
so that I could move it back to the middle, right? Yeah, that's how that works. I'm going to walk it through. We're going to get there eventually. I'm going to spend the $4 to do the search. Boom, boom, boom. Come here. Come here. You silly thing. Oh, it's not stacked. I see. 2, 3, 4. Boom. Then we go over here. Boop. We go over here. Boop. And we move this back where it's supposed to go. Yeah. All right.
Over here.
Thank you. Have a great night.
And then,
Good night. All right. So it's our
And
servers.
what is this?
so I would
Oh,
use
it's a skill. I haven't had one of those yet.
I would
Yeah.
use that search card now before the last round because then it doesn't do anything.
Okay, yeah. Search the dice bag and exchange 1 die on your character sheet with the new die with the same face value.
Ooh.
Oh, change of color. Got it.
Nice.
Yeah. yeah.
Oh, you wanted it
Like
more
it.
because you wanted to move the cube, I guess.
Well,
than
I
the
needed to
skill.
get my cube back in its home, in its little hidey hole.
Oh, well,
But this is
yeah.
fine.
This one only does it when you do it. So not because you bought it, but you're doing it now. So if you moved
I'm doing
it
it now.
because
Just
you're doing
if
it
it's
now.
okay if I do it now.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, you're supposed to.
Okay.
Yeah, you have a chance to do it right when you buy it, the round that you buy it, if you want to use it, if you can use it, right? Like Ashley and Danny's was the first one we ever got, and it made no sense to use it at that moment. But yours, it totally does.
Okay. I'm gonna search the dice bag by pulling all the rest of them out. And then, oh wait, there it is. Ba-bam, ba-bam, ba-bam.
Oh, it's even on the right dice.
Nice.
Oh wait, shift and then go,
Okay.
and then put these back in there. Okay.
What you're doing.
And then since it's a one-time use, I discard, or no, I turn it sideways. right?
Yeah. And you'll be able to refresh it at the end of this round, so you'll be able to do that one more time next
There,
round.
there,
Oh,
won't be any, there
cool.
won't be any dice in the bag to pull.
There's
so.
no dice to search though, so
Wait.
it's
So, but
Oh.
you can activate a skill just to use just to move the marker if you want.
Yeah, but you wouldn't want to because you're like perfect where you want to be anyway in your
And
case.
that's
Yeah.
if you were to buy like
Oh,
a
okay.
trait in the last round that pushes you off where you want to be or something. Very weird edge case. You might want to use that, but it's pretty unlikely.
Yeah, okay.
God, I hate you.
What are you buying, Danny and Ashley?
So we're gonna have to buy this ring, I think. It's just
what is with you?
too good. And you know, I hate to say it, but I love to say it. It's gonna have to go to Amanda because she's become too powerful.
Oh no! And I totally got focused moving my thing back, and I missed my third piece of armor that I needed. Heckin'.
Oh.
Ah.
Priorities.
Ah.
Oh, how the turntables.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know nobody named DJ. Okay.
Okay, ready for me?
Thematically, it's so good.
Yeah, it is.
So,
Interesting.
Somebody's
right,
watching
what's
me.
our terrible fate? Big spider in the forest?
Oh, Danny's been telling me about spiders all day, and I don't like it.
Oh yeah, sorry. I won't take that on y'all. It wasn't nice the first time. I'm sorry.
Okay,
That's
I'm
gross.
going to just use my character ability that I was so excited that I purposefully picked this character because I liked it so much, but I keep wanting cards.
Right.
So I'm going to just discard that for 2 gold, and I just get to use any attribute power. I'm going to use the flip ability on this die.
No,
I'm gonna buy famous for all my money.
You're putting an end to that. Yeah.
Maybe
I love it.
no.
You will
So
wait.
great.
all right.
All right.
Mate.
Maybe Ashley and Danny can use their power to bring this back out as an apology for the ring thing.
I don't think
Oh
they're gonna
my-
apologize, honestly.
No,
I
I know.
don't think that's
I
what's
know.
up.
How well is Amanda doing otherwise? How many of those dice are in the right spot?
Dude, I don't know, but she's got a lot of
Oh,
cards.
that's like
and-
way too big of a
All of my
question to
dice
try
say
and
3,
answer right
So
now.
I think you to mind your own business.
Mind your business.
All right.
Mind your business.
So I think you're the
Well,
last ones to place. You get to roll those, and I'm assuming you don't want me to fish through the deck. I'm gonna put this last card out. Mm-hmm.
Yes, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. Now her card's gone forever. The silliness
It's gone.
is over.
It's finally dead.
Right. This joke is over.
This
Thank you.
joke, it's become glue. Okay. So
Place the largest at the highest.
yeah, I got that. There's 3 of them that are the same number, so I was thinking about that. God,
That-
you're
that is
something else.
A slightly confusing thing about when you're playing this game specifically on Tabletopia, like I have the blue hand, but I'm the purple player. It's a little
So just put them in order.
nobody is the right color.
Yes, dear, thank you.
Yes, dear, I got it. Okay.
What? No
Uh,
threes?
Yeah, no 3s. Not today.
Oh, so sad day.
Sad day.
And no
okay,
blues? Jeez.
Nothing. But I did roll a
Heckin'.
purple that helps me none.
We can
Um,
score this up. Right there, 'cause it'll give us the
Oh, so get this one.
advantage. Seems reasonable.
Get over there, cute boy.
There's no next turn, so
Interesting.
That's true. We are on the last one.
yeah, we might not make that one anyway.
That's fine. Whatever. Worth a shot. Okay.
Mhm.
We're good.
This isn't about math.
He's saying about math. It's too late for strategy. Can't be
Yeah.
coming in here swapping things.
I just broke all of my strategies, so it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, it's
Hmm.
like all of the card art in this game is also in Role Player Adventures, and the names of the cards. This Move Silently card belonged to my character when we played through Role Player Adventures. I'm like, oh, memories. I remember it being quite useful, used frequently
Nice.
from my deck.
I don't remember what it
Oh,
is.
wait,
No,
yeah, I
it
do.
is.
Completing the row. That's right. No, I only have
Oh, okay. It's a way more. Okay, is it my turn to take something? What will I take? A 2 or a 2?
Or 2. Do you want to go first or first?
Well, I mean, actually, there is one choice to make. Yeah, I'll take that money
Yeah, that's
Um,
true. Yeah.
rather than not taking that money.
Yep.
Fair.
And let's see. I of course place it here, but then I have to decide if I'm going to swap something or not.
Oh. But that busts the whole thing all over again. Ah.
Oh, and I take another. money because I take another money because of my thing, and I take another money because I filled this row.
Yeah. No.
I'm gonna. Oops! Whoa!
Oh, I
whoa,
wanna
whoa.
give-
This one is never gonna be 15 to 16 wisdom. Gonna swap.
Oh shit! Are we
it.
waiting on me?
Maybe. I'm thinking,
No, you're
personally,
doing great. You're
so.
doing great.
But you don't need to wait for me to be thinking.
Oh, okay, cool. Did you buy a card or no?
Oh,
yeah,
you are waiting for me. Gosh
Yeah.
dang it. Okay. Yeah, then I have to buy a card or not. And I'm going to. Oh, right. Gosh dang it.
Yeah, I really liked that move silently
Sorry.
card for like a hot second, and then I realized there's no chance to use it whatsoever. Like you'll buy it,
Boo.
and then it will just be
Right.
done.
Right.
Fucking
Ow.
Okay, so I probably don't want to do that.
Sometimes it'd be
I
like
still want to
that.
enter my face.
Yeah.
Got that one. I got that one. I got that one. Right? Yes. And I got that one.
He falls out of the seat.
And I'm not gonna ever get either of
Told
those.
you not to.
Okay. So
It's fun to share.
I do have that.
Ooh.
I know I have that because I've met my goal. So 2 points. Oh, use other players' skill cards. Interesting. I want this one. It costs
Yeah.
4.
Let's look at what the cards are here.
Oh,
before we
our
get
only
into this.
option is to discard. So,
Oh.
and we go last, so it doesn't matter.
2, 3, 4. Okay, now you can go. I'm just moving pieces around now. There.
okay, cool.
Cards. Oh my god.
Ah,
Does that
you took
move
one I
your
wanted.
alignment marker, Heather?
That's why I went first. What?
Does that move your
Uh-huh.
alignment marker?
I can't hear you. What did you say?
Does that move your alignment marker?
Yeah,
Oh,
it moves
does
it
it?
up. Yeah, it moves it up.
Oh, okay.
The compassionate one.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Do I want to do that? It's kind of
Probably
a
not.
break-even thing, isn't it?
It's a wash, yeah.
Well, I got 2 points for taking this, and then I'll lose 2 points for
Right.
going up, basically.
You would be better off buying the chainmail, for example.
Right. Yeah, thanks
Steal.
for pointing, because I didn't think about moving it. Yeah, is the chainmail worth 3?
It's worth one.
I don't know, I guess. Sure.
Sometimes
That's
human,
faster.
sometimes human makes moves that no one needed to play.
Okay.
Return to monk.
No, I just missed that it was that kind of card. So thanks for reminding me, Keith.
I had a friend, he was so funny. He took his character, he's like, normally I would jump in there and help, but Ned feels like doing yoga, so
Well, I get one thing about taking that card, I guess, Keith, is I keep others from getting it, but
True.
as a wash. But yeah, I get a point for the even if it's only one card, I get 1 point for this one. Yeah.
I'm not gonna feel
I
Okay.
can
Are you done now then? After
Yes,
all of
I
your
am.
thinking? All right, I love it.
I am. After I tried to cheat for a second.
That's cool.
Heather.
Ooh, she's stealing.
Meow. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't there
Sheena, this is not a lap.
Isn't there a point tracker somewhere that you can move your cube along,
Yeah,
Keith?
so on the upper left-hand side of the screen, there's a stack of cards. You'll want to give everybody one of those player aid cards. Go to your upper left.
My upper left.
Yep.
Here, right here. Okay. Oh, these are your player aids, which I could have given you at the beginning of the game. The back of them has a score
Alright.
tracker.
Oh, we
Like that.
figured it out.
So everybody can take one of those. Now that I'm done
You're
taking
not right
cards,
when it
I'm
mattered. I
Yeah.
love it.
going to start working on
Beginning.
scoring mine.
Yeah. I'm really overwhelmed.
And you can, again, you can go down that list that's there on the bottom corner of your board to make sure you do everything on your little score tracker.
Oh, this is the part where we have to math, huh?
I know. I'm like, I'm gonna need
Some math, I mean, yeah, but
Ow.
that's why you have that score tracker. You just
Yeah.
move it
Yeah,
star by star.
it's gonna be great. Lock. Okay, here we go, Chief.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Do you want to step through the 6 things, or you want to just?
Yeah,
Might
we
be
should
helpful.
verbally do that. That would be cool.
Right.
Yeah.
So the first one is attribute goals. You're going to look through the 6 categories
Oh,
to see
yeah,
if you scored any points for. You can score up to 12 points, getting all your numbers.
So, yeah, makes sense.
And I'm at. What does the second one say? Class color dice is the second one. If you get a point for every die in your class color.
You count up the number based on like what's showing.
No, just like I have 3 purple, so I get 3.
Oh,
I have.
What do you get on that?
okay. Are you writing these down?
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm still in here.
Okay.
Give me the number.
You know, if you don't hit any,
Intelligence, right?
3,
3, 1, 6.
1, 6,
Any greens?
if you don't hit any of your goals, then you don't have to math.
6.
Life hack.
Problem solved. Yeah.
Well, you have to math to find out whether or not you hit your alignment goal.
You know, there's so many threes out here. I am very sure that it did not get anywhere close to 17.
Trade cards, arm cards.
I'm getting it.
I'm getting it.
Okay, wisdom 6 plus 1 plus 6 plus 1 is. Are we close?
Oh,
Must be really high.
Wisdom is
I
17,
think we
18.
missed it.
And don't forget the bonuses and penalties
me.
based on
Oh,
your
well.
board.
No. And
And then
4, 2,
charisma,
6.
same thing. Yeah, we're not there. Even with the big kind of. So we got points for the other stuff, but not those,
Okay, but then we also have this thing.
which is and scoring attribute goals plus. So any single attribute score. So is there one that we were close enough? That plus 2 would hit us in.
10, 11, 12,
This one was 13 intelligence. I didn't compute just because I didn't think we needed it because
Okay.
we need
Here,
14
you get
to
this
15.
one too. You get when scoring attribute goes +1 to all gold dice. So this first one is 6.
Oh, okay.
And same with this longsword when scoring attribute goes
Thank you.
+1 to all dice to your class color.
Okay, so strength we got for sure again.
Mm-hmm.
That one affects this intelligence, so +1 for it being gold.
Mm-hmm.
So 3, 4, 5,
Con, you get +1 as
6
well.
makes that 11.
Mhm.
Sorry, I know I'm making it sound hard over here.
No, it's just a lot of stuff to calculate.
I mean, the longsword and the jewel dagger makes it more complicated for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, int.
Yeah,
It has a
intelligence we
+1.
needed 14 to 15, so we got close, but still might get it.
Oops.
Even
'Cause-
with a +1.
Yeah, 4 makes
10,
10,
11.
11.
Oh, shoot, you're right. Yeah, we'd still be one less for intelligence.
Wisdom, did that change that? No, and it doesn't
7.
change the other one. We're low on most of them. That's okay.
All right.
We made most of these. I think we
Yeah.
got 3 victory point for Hunter.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 of them. So we got 3 points. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
And then how many of these did we get? I think we got strength.
Yeah, strength we for sure got.
So 2.
Okay.
So all of that work to get the freaking greedy card, and I spent money to get the last card. I only get 1 point for it anyway. After
Oh,
all
no.
of that, crime
might-
doesn't pay, kids.
Scroll down.
I have 7
Okay, is there
coins.
any that we were
Yeah.
close enough? So what were the barriers for us? +2, so 13 became 15 doesn't make it.
Mhm.
13 became 15 for Constitution.
10, 11,
Plus
12.
2, that would make it. We'd get Constitution as well,
Okay.
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Constitution
Okay.
plus 2 from Courageous.
Mhm.
That makes that 15, which gives it to us,
Okay.
which is another what? 1 victory point?
So you are done, right, Amanda and David?
Mm-hmm.
Backstory card.
David's over there silently winning.
Oh,
Nobody
absolutely.
make a fuss about me.
cards.
I
Absolutely.
mean, that 32 points is pretty good for the first play. For
You're
sure.
welcome
get-
for being the
Yeah,
distraction.
that is
okay?
a high score.
Trampers?
Yeah.
I think that having that crossbow early really helped.
Hmm.
For our greens on the board, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah,
Good,
if you
forgot.
run out of money halfway through the game and then you kind of struggle to
Yeah,
buy cards, it can be tough.
yeah.
Oh, you're
Not
not using. Are you using pen and paper, you two?
Guardian.
You're not using your tracker.
Me?
Huh?
Your tracker.
Guardian.
He's got a little black die over here.
Plus 5 is 8.
Ooh.
It's over
9,
here.
12,
Keep going to the right.
and
Keep
16.
going to the right.
Yeah, we may not have done that well. I don't
Keep
I'd-
going to the right.
know
Okay.
what I care about.
What's our number?
Find it? Did you find it?
No.
Yeah.
I remember people-
What?
I don't know
It's
that we
right-
did that.
Right here. Blah, blah, blah.
Talking about? I'm
Yeah.
not talking about
It's
David.
marker.
I'm talking about Acme
Oh.
and Danny.
Itself.
Yeah.
Oh,
I looked at David's already.
We got
Oh.
16, we think.
Okay.
I got Abraham Lincoln for some reason.
Abraham Lincoln.
it's a vine. I'll send it to you. It's great.
I gotcha. Like the answer to a math question is Abraham Lincoln.
Yup. Oh, it's fantastic. What'd y'all get for number 12?
All
Oh, we
right.
got smoked, honey.
Oh, we did not do good at all.
No, that's
Well, everyone but David got smoked.
Yeah.
David did very well.
So yeah,
We're gonna start calling David the shark on this.
I love it.
Mhm.
No.
He also really smoked us in Bittersweet, as I recall, the last time we were all
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But that is a
like,
very lucky. That is
That's
just a silly.
that's also
lucky
I think
game.
the first time I've ever won Bittersweet. I
Nice
was at like 8 or
job.
9 times I've played it. So
Heck yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, there's something about this group that brings it out of you, I guess.
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna call it as my own ineptitude. It's fine.
Yeah, right.
Somebody has decided they have to be a part of this.
Mm.
Oh,
Gabby
yeah.
baby.
She's made it. She's here. The
I need you
queen.
to go though. You're kind of just in my way. I'm sorry. We're going away. And yes, I have my cat sitter here, right?
Yeah,
We have to talk
yeah,
about that.
Yes.
But,
yeah.
yeah,
I
so-
totally put it in my phone too. No, it'll be fine.
What do you all think? I mean, yeah, no pressure or anything. The designer's here, but this one took longer for sure. We're usually
I
done in
liked
2
it.
hours, but by the time you got to the end, where you're like, okay, I got it. Like I have
Yes.
the rhythm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
told you I'd be really good at this game by the end of it, and as soon as I got the greedy card instead of the third armor piece,
Mhm.
that's when I knew how to play the game, because I'm like,
Yep.
oh, you done fucked up.
I did make a big mistake. I mean, I wouldn't have won anyway, but I should have been remembering the foolish card. I needed to purposefully
Oh.
keep one of them low, and I just I got that super early and forgot I had it. But
Yeah.
I still only would have had 2 more points, and David had beat me by 4,
Hmm.
4 or
Mhm.
5,
Yeah.
I think. Mhm. So it wouldn't have made much of a difference in player order.
Really liked it. I had heard it was really good, and I keep seeing like pictures of people playing it, and because it has a pretty distinct look. Like when people post photos of it, and you see the grid and all the dice like placed in it, you know exactly what it is.
Mhm.
So it had been on my list to try for a while, and I am a person that bounces off of RPGs. I think harder than anyone could bounce off of anything. They're very cool things that are very much not for me. I like rules, and I like a box, and I like everything to stay in the box. And as soon as you start being asked to make things up, that is. I mean, you're the designer. You're supposed to do that. Don't ask me to do that. So I don't. I get like super out of my comfort zone with RPGs. So this is like a way. This feels like a way for me to enjoy the things that I think are cool about them without actually playing them. So I really appreciate that about it.
Cool.
Will you tell us who is your character, David? Now that you're, especially with such a good score, who are you? I mean, you don't have to make him name. Just call him
the exact thing that he said he didn't.
Yeah, this is the part I don't like.
Don't
No,
make me do
I'm saying
this.
just read off what you turned out to be by following the rules and getting a good score. I don't mean you have to make up a lore. Just tell us what the backstory is, what your class is, and all that, and what your traits are.
He's a dwarf that I think is what is this? Lawful good.
Nice.
And he's a rogue, resilient rogue. Yeah, so a deadly plague has decimated your village, left no survivors except for you. You strike out looking for solace and find a new home.
Nice.
Yeah, that didn't have the same weight when you wrote it, Keith, right?
Yeah.
Yikes.
When you write these things, you're like, oh, that seems pretty good.
That'll
and
be
then,
fine.
Whatever, 20,000 people, 50,000 people like read it, and you're like, yeah, I probably could make that a little bit better.
Well, I mean, it's just the deadly plague has whole new meaning as well. I mean, just like pandemic,
Right.
So
yeah,
the interesting thing from like a developer's perspective is like, so when we were working on Role Player Adventures, we took every single one of those backstory cards where I had written, 3 paragraphs or 3 sentences, and then we made like entire kind of quest lines based on that. So there was like definitely a moment where I was like regretting some of the more difficult ones to come up with like more fleshed out stories for based on what I had originally wrote. But it was a kind of interesting challenge.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like an expansion for a role-player adventure, right?
Yeah.
That is dedicated, cunning, and you're famous. Of course.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm good at concentration, intimidation, and sleight of hand.
Nice.
In my
it's so
half suit of leather armor. It's just the sleeves and the the chest piece. No pants, no hat.
No pants.
That is a mischievous dwarf.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got to be able to sprint.
That's right.
This is encumbering. I don't need these pants.
Yeah.
Honestly, you're not wrong.
I only show the helmet. Who knows?
That's why I'm famous.
You guys see that dwarf? Which one? You know the one.
You've seen him.
Yeah, and Amanda went against her Harry Potter alignment to get greedy. So greedy, honorable, and honest, and compassionate, but still greedy.
Well, I got greedy, and that's how I got the cursed ring. It all kind of tracks, honestly.
Yeah,
it totally makes sense.
Yep. Came on too strong. You flew too high.
Right. It was David they really should have given it to, but you were just being too flashy with your huge stack of gold, talking about the gold.
Oh, just doing that little clinky, like, what did they do it in the cartoons and stuff? You have a gold. What am I thinking of? Very specifically, Mickey's Christmas Carol. And Uncle Scrooge is like counting his stacks of gold.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We love him.
I have a very specific sound in my head from that. Anyhow, keep going.
I'm a proud, foolish, envious healer, apparently, because I can cure wounds over here.
Nice.
And you are courageous and obnoxious.
We kept throwing famous in there.
You can climb.
Yep.
Indeed, we can.
Real
but
good.
We never will.
We never will.
It's like living in
Courageous,
Colorado.
obnoxious, and you
post
can
on that,
climb.
but you don't hike.
Yep.
You're a professional mountain climber.
That's what I've heard.
That's what it says on my resume. That's right.
Cool. And you're a treasure hunter.
Oh, we're Legolas.
We are. Except that's well, I guess it doesn't matter. You can pick whatever name you want.
Pick what I want.
Please
The
do.
armor type doesn't like you could have like two. It's not handed the same way that like weapons are, right? Like you could have like two sets of gloves.
Right. So every piece of armor can be bought by anybody,
Okay.
and there's no duplication. So there's only one helmet that happens to be chain. There's one
Got it.
hand
Okay.
bracelet that happens to be
Okay.
chain.
So you're not going to be wearing like two pieces of the same.
Right.
like,
Right. So
yeah.
if you bought every single piece of armor, it would still make sense technically.
Got it. That makes sense. Okay.
Wow.
There we go.
So like
That'd be
you kind of gotta
crazy.
like dig into the bowels of like different armor types to find enough different armors to
Yeah, right.
have unique things, you know. But yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. Well, we haven't had very much activity in the chat. My suspicion is that I turned on the safe chat. You know, you have to be verified to chat, and it's been quieter in chat since then. So I'm
God.
sorry
Yeah,
if I made it
everybody
hard for
can't.
somebody to use it.
Yeah.
But it's a safety precaution. So you do have to jump through a hoop and like give it your phone number and prove that you're a real person. It's kind of annoying, I admit. But so I'm not sure who's watching us, but thanks for sticking with us since I can't tell who you are if you don't say hi. But yeah, welcome. Thanks for coming. And we'll see you next time. We're moving to every other week. More or less every other week, except sometimes holidays and Protospiel weekends are going to interrupt that. So in this case, the next time we're going to do this particular kind of stream will be May 5th. And we'll do a stream at this time the night before Protospiel Online, which will be Thursday, April 28th. We'll be going through the prototypes that are available to play for the weekend. So if you are watching this and you're coming to Protospiel April and you haven't put your prototype onto the website, you should do that because I'm going to go through the whole listing to show off what all the titles are on our Twitch stream the night. I'll do it the night before Protospiel, so I'll give you as much time as possible to put everything up. But and hopefully, like, there's a lot more games that are Protospiel tested, Keith, that are associated with you in some way. Either you are the designer or the publisher. So
right. Yeah, I
we'll
do.
be in
I
touch,
do
yeah.
like really enjoy Protospiels in general, and you know, we have one coming up this weekend. Actually, I guess it maybe starts tomorrow in Milwaukee, which I'll be at on Saturday. And you know,
It's a short
I think
drive for
Protospiel
you.
is super awesome, and you know, this is a good place to get feedback, and I've definitely polished up quite a few games as a result of attending them.
Yeah, you've found games too as a result. Like
Yeah, that's
um,
I actually found Blend Off at Protospiel and Lockup at Protospiel.
oh, and I'm Tenpenny Parks. I'm like, it's on the tip of my tongue. Was that Protospiel?
It was at Protospiel for sure. I found it. The designer pitched it to me at Gen Con, but we took it to Protospiel to kind of test out some of the development changes we had made since the designer handed it off to us, and you know.
Oh yeah, the designer. I met the designer playing it before you signed it. So I heard about it after you signed. I was like, oh yay, I played that one. Good for them, you know.
That's so cool.
So yeah, and we appreciate you being a publisher that scoops up designers' games because they need people like you to help them bring them into existence. People who know how to do all the logistics and everything, because that's a kind of a tough gig. So that's very appreciated.
Cool. Yeah.
Sure.
Publishing is definitely a different beast than designing, for sure.
Yes. Yeah, a whole different skill set.
Yeah.
But, well, thanks everybody for hanging out with us, and we'll see you next time. Protospiel Online early bird sale ends this coming Monday, April 18th at midnight Eastern. So if you've been considering coming and you haven't bought your badge yet, that's the best time to get it. So you can save 20 on a designer badge or 10 on any other type of badge. And we'll see you next time around Twitch. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.